And of course, Kevin was super sure that in this state we measure.
Now we figured out what he says.
In America state, we measure. That's what we do.
How can you be from fucking the South?
That's what we do. We measure. Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker. We measure.
Kyle Tucker's not from.
Cup to cup.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Cop to Cop. It's episode number 304. We got a fantastic episode ahead of you. Looking like a good one tonight, folks. Get excited. We got a good. We have the Florida Man tonight. We got Florida Man like we always do. We got movie time, dad tip. This is where we fucked up, blind rankings, and we're out of here. That's it. Short episode. Jason on time crunch. We got to get the fuck out of here.
Wrap it up.
So
quick.
We also got a whole crew to introduce, which could take 3 to 8 minutes, depending on how long they want to do their little intro that each one of them do.
No time crunch. I'll do it quick.
First, introduce Chase.
Yo.
Jose.
What is up, my people?
Chris.
Come now.
Jason.
I got a long one. Can I tell you guys a quick little story?
No, we're done. We're moving on.
Moving right along. Moving on.
No. Let's hear. What do you got to say? We don't always have them on the podcast, so let's take
Come on,
advantage.
Drew. We need to
is
take
our
advantage
chance.
of
Come
as
on.
much as we can.
Back to back
I know
weeks.
for
Come
a
on.
fact, out of all of us, you expected me to do it. So that's one. But two, I did a Meet the Fockers, and I took the wrong luggage and took it back home and found out 3 days later.
Stop.
Because I basically travel so much now that I just
Jason,
leave my gear.
Please tell
and
me there's weird shit in it.
So I leave my bag and everything inside my car, and I just take it out and I put in new clothes, and that's it. So I didn't even check it. And so 3 days later, I was like, I need to get something out of here. Go in there,
be
and I'm
weird
like,
shit.
why did I take a pillow?
Weird.
Then I was like, this isn't my belt.
Giant dildo.
And then I was like, why are there condoms in here? And I was like,
Yes.
what the fuck? This isn't mine. So the thing is, I have two
sure,
sets of gear.
sure.
I have a
Yeah.
bag of clothes. That's
He's
my
so
one
fucking
carry-on
pissed.
or my check bag. And then I
This
have another check bag of
motherfucker.
gear. The gear is what he... This guy did a... Have you guys know what a Pelican
I would
case
curse
is?
you up and down, motherfucker.
Do we know what
Like,
a Peloton is?
A Pelican case. Have you guys ever heard of a
Hell
Pelican
no.
I've seen Pelican breathe.
Hell no. I don't
Chris,
fly
can
enough
we
for
get
that.
back?
Yeah,
All right,
we'll
Chris,
leave.
let's get out of here, dude.
Rich people flying, chat. I don't do this shit.
A Pelican case
Pelican
is
bag.
a
I got-
very...
It's like
I'm
a hard,
sporting my
a hard
Jansport from
covered-
1997.
Bro, my
bro.
backpack. I thought that's what you're supposed to take.
Isn't it
What's
like
that
a
say?
hard covered like
Yeah.
suitcase? It
It's-
kind of looks like a
Yes.
toolbox.
Yes. Yeah. It's a
Right.
very heavy duty to protect gear and stuff like that. You do not put clothes in it. You put like fragile shit in there, like my gear. So when I opened it, there was a pillow, clothes, a belt, and like my
Dildo.
dumbass was like not clicking. I was like, this doesn't make sense.
Can I pause real quick?
Yeah.
So you're telling me that the bag that you grabbed that was wrong wasn't the bag with your clothes. It was the bag with the gear.
Yes.
With
So
the
you lost
really
your gear?
fucking expensive gear.
yes.
You lost your
Jesus
gear?
H Christ. How many days, Jason?
3 days. 3 days.
Jesus Christ.
And so I like, and the best thing is I'm going with my father-in-law and then to the park, and so I'm like, don't freak out, like
Don't freak
I would have
out.
started
the kids
vomiting,
around.
just projectile
So I'm
vomiting.
just kind of like, all right, I'll figure this out. Because the second it dawned on me, I was like, wait, it doesn't matter because I have his stuff, which he probably's like realized I have way more expensive shit than now. Because
Yeah,
has
he probably
my shit.
accepted that trade. He's like, you keep my bag.
But here's the catch. His fucking tags are on there, so his name's on there and all that. So I knew right away. I was like, it doesn't matter. I can find this guy. It's not a big deal. So I found my shit, but I immediately thought Meet the Fockers. So when I started going through it, I was like, I kind of want to know, is there going to be like a fucking thought, like just
wish there
straps and
was.
shit?
That
And
would've
there
been
really
great.
wasn't. There wasn't.
That
There were
would've been
condoms
great.
though. What kind of condoms?
There were condoms. They were Trojans, but they weren't the big ones.
They weren't.
They-
the old rap
You looked at him,
magnums.
you're like, I feel you, man. I feel you.
No,
Yeah,
I
like-
can't. I couldn't use them. I need them.
Hey,
and you.
buddy.
Me and you, same boat.
Sorry, that was my panic attack over the weekend.
You and me, guy. You and me.
Did you reach out to him directly and you were like, hey, did he have your shit?
No, he was really smart and realized that the bag that I left wasn't his. And so he left it at the airport and just said, and I called the airport. I was like, hey, do you have my bag? They're like, yeah, we do. And I was like, great. They didn't even ask for the bag that I had. The guy was just like, didn't give a shit about his fucking
Well,
shit.
why would
and
they
just left-
assume? They don't assume that because you
took it,
you
yeah.
don't have your bag, that doesn't
Figured
mean
it might
true.
still be
You
lost.
have
Good
somebody
point there.
else's bag.
I'm not saying
good point.
I'm not saying the flight people assumed it. I'm saying that person was just like, boom, I'm gonna drop this off and just hope he gives him his bag back.
Probably
If I was
smuggled a
that-
bunch of drugs and thought it just got
That's
fucking
my
taken.
thing is, if I was that guy, I would hold on to that bag until I get my own shit. I wouldn't give it to the airline. I'd be like,
I would have 100%
He
been
def-
like, that bag looks just like my bag. I bet you the idiot that brought that whose that bag belongs to took mine, so I'm going to take this one. I would have definitely taken the bag.
That's what I'm saying. I
would
wouldn't
have
have
never
left
taken the
that bag at United.
Two
and
wrongs
said,
don't
hey,
make a right. Two wrongs don't make a
No,
right.
I wouldn't have taken it for any other reson that the person's
I
contact
understand, but
information
Three
is on the
lefts
bag.
too, though, right?
Yeah.
We all understand. What? Chase?
What?
Either way, that happened, and so I figured I had to tell you guys that because that was fun.
That's
That
a
was fun
great story. Thank you for introducing
people
yourself,
problems.
Jay.
That was great. I wish
a
there was
great
weirder
introduction.
shit in there. It would have been a
me
better
too.
story.
Me
Next
too,
time,
bro.
embellish a little bit. I don't know.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Connor was just like, "Why is there a pillow in here?" I was like, "Long story short, it's not my." Why
He's
did
like,
you
what
take
are
it, Dad?"
these?
What'd you bring me, Daddy?
Well,
Here's some condoms.
Bell and some condoms for you. Son.
here you go.
I haven't checked the expiration date, but you
Whichever
can use
one you
those
don't
later.
want, I'll give it to your brother.
There you go. Great. Balloon time.
What's up,
right.
Kev? You didn't introduce yourself.
My name is Kevin. You guys have known you. I've been here every.
Excuse me, do you know how much a polar bear weighs?
No, how much?
Enough to break.
My name is Kevin.
Oh, what's up, Kev?
Chris, you got to do the thing.
How much?
Oh, well, it's not an episode unless you're here.
Kevin's face, like, of disappointment is. I'm sorry. I could tell I hurt him.
You're fine.
My name is
Everything's
Kev.
fine.
Everything's fine.
I'm just happy. Everybody's here tonight. We're all happy, and that's what matters to me the most.
Nice. Thanks, Dad.
But yeah. Anyways, you say thanks, Dad.
He did.
Yep.
You're
He's like,
you're
it's
on
gonna be
my
one of those
fucking-
episodes.
Like, okay.
You're on my
Okay.
fucking shit list right now. Just want to let you. This is the way you want to start. You want to start off with as a war. You want to go to fucking war tonight?
You want to go to fucking...
We can go to war tonight. All right.
Daddy and Poppy are fighting.
Oh, no.
Stop. Fucking. I don't know which one of. I don't want to be either one of them.
Daddy, no.
Daddy, no.
Daddy,
Daddy,
no.
chill.
Anyways, our
Daddy,
opening
chill.
item.
Daddy, chill.
The fuck is even that?
What is
It
the
used
adult?
to be on this episode all the time.
It
Yes.
did. I agree. And then like everything's moved on. What is the adult equivalent of the last day of school? It's pretty easy for me. I'll say it. I'm gonna go first. It's the day before your vacation. So if you're going on vacation,
I mean, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
The day before your vacation, you get excited. You're starting to feel those little tinglies going on. Some get hard. I get hard.
They're like almost vacation time. Leave me
some,
alone.
including
Leave me alone.
myself.
Pack
Leave me
your
alone.
bags, make all sorts of great plans that never come true.
Accurate.
And then, go on this vacation and you have a great time or you don't.
Don't you have one coming up?
Or you don't.
I do. Yeah, I mean, I got almost like a double vacay. So first one, spending some time with the boys, hashtag the boys, Jason and Chase. We're going to be going up to visit because the girls are having their girl weekend. So we decided to get all the kiddos together and figure out a way that we can get together and drink some beers. So that's what we're going to be doing.
Hell yeah.
Some fucking right.
Fucking right.
Fuck
And we're
us,
obviously,
Chris.
apparently we're doing shrooms.
Chris
and
was
stuff
invited,
too, right?
actually. No, Toads.
Okay, cool, great.
God damn, Chase. Fuck.
Actually,
Didn't know any of this, Jose, by the way. I want to make
This
that
is
clear.
great.
Sorry, I couldn't
Absolutely,
get
dude. We
invited
talked
to the
about it
girls'
last
weekends.
episode.
Sorry, Jose. You just got a lot going on in your life, so you don't deserve any fucking fun.
You're just further away.
Let's
I
be
just
this
spilled some of that
let's,
beer.
let's be very clear here. There's no fucking way that you're gonna sit here and say a house full
Zero.
of kids are gonna be a lot of fun there. So it's just gonna be controlled chaos with hopefully
One
beers
house full of
thrown in.
kid is more fun than one house with a
Careful.
70-year-old with dementia.
Yeah, careful what you say
I
next.
will say. I will say.
That's fair.
I will say.
So yeah, and then I'm going to North Carolina afterwards to do a little hiking and being out in the woods kind of shit, but also in a nice, friendly RV park, kind of like we did last year. Exactly what we did
Glamping?
last year.
Exactly what we did last year.
Are you
Different.
going straight there or
Yeah.
oh shit? How long are
Oh.
you taking off?
It's between 8
Building
and
up
12
his PTO.
weeks.
Jeez.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, damn, bro. About 3 months.
Fucking
I'm
rich. He's like, I
gone
don't gotta
from
work.
the bitch. I've earned this fucking
Bitch.
vacation.
Bitch.
Okay, so Sugma. It's from like the 11th to the 23rd, I think. So a couple weeks.
Damn.
Bro, the 10th gonna suck.
This is fucking
I
rich,
still have
fucking
90
money
days
bag.
paid vacation that I have not used, by the way. So
Bro, the 10th is gonna suck for you, Kevin. Hey, boss, I know you're getting ready to leave, but I got about 40 dates. Can you approve them all right now? Also, have a great trip. Approve them, please, now.
this is a fun game me and Chris like to play with each other. You guys don't get it. No.
No, we
Oh,
get
that's
it.
great.
We get it.
No, everybody
people
loves the
ask you
inside
last
jokes.
minute to take off, and you get pissed off. about
Jay
it.
hates the game. Hates the game.
Yep.
Love
Hates
it.
everything
Hates
about
the
Been
game.
there.
But anyways, and Jason seems super hyped to be a part of the whole situation. I think
What situation?
about me, you,
That's
and
what I'm
Chase
saying,
getting up
Jay.
together.
I don't count for anything until it fucking happens. With my schedule and my
Wait,
life this year,
You're
don't
not
account-
going.
He's not locking it
that's
in.
a possibility.
I am going.
It won't be the first
I'm
thing
just
he's
saying
canceled.
Things happen. Fuck you, Chase.
He
Things
did
fucking
the
come up
original
out of
trip. His
nowhere.
original trip to Philly. He did cancel on me a week.
I canceled twice on Jose, and
A
finally
week
did
out?
it the third time.
He only canceled on me once, Jose. So
Well, the good
No,
thing
twice.
is
He
his
actually did
wife's
twice.
like locked in. So
What's the difference between me and Chase?
My wife.
that he went to you.
Oh, he did.
Oh.
I did go to Jose. I did. Not
anyways,
go to Jose.
How about that?
sure this is what the listeners want to be hearing.
Yeah, definitely.
You. Christmas vacation. Honestly.
Fuck. That's a good one. That was mine,
I
too.
think that's the only one. Like that's the one
Chris
that
is so
most
mad.
people have at least Christmas Eve. Hopefully
good
you
one.
have Christmas Eve or have Christmas Eve off and Christmas Day off. And
I
if
work
you do,
Christmas Eve every year.
do you really?
I did last year. Yeah.
What did you do? Tell me what you did.
Did you actually do any work?
I actually had a decent amount of work. Yeah, it sucked.
Damn.
End of the year, you got to close them out.
Well, I just, yeah, I had a decent.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into it. I
I can't give you the details, but
I got a lot
It's
of
boring
important shit
and not
you
worth
guys
talking
would have
about.
never
I had to
understood.
work. I had to work.
I would say for at least me, for the last 4 years working for the same company and we shut down for Christmas, so we're
That's
down
awesome.
we're shut down for 2 weeks. So yeah, it actually feels like
That's
summer
fucking
again.
sweet.
Like yeah.
Well, that's what I was gonna say too, because I was gonna say, well, right before Christmas, because to me, it's not like the feeling of like the day before school is not so much like the excitement of going on vacation, which is exciting, but it's those last days before
Possibilities.
school. There's no schoolwork. Your teachers are just kind of running out the clock, and so you're just kind of
You don't know that.
hanging out. You're just
Yes,
kind
you
of
do.
getting through it. So like, I feel like right before the company that I used to work for, they closed for 2 weeks at the end of December, and so those last couple of weeks were just kind of just like getting through it, just kind of hanging out. Like you're not really starting any new projects. No one's really emailing you because most people are gone for the rest of the year. So like that's sort of what I equate it to. But the other thing that I can think of since you said that is quitting a job you fucking hate. Like putting in your 2 weeks notice, or however, like right when you put in your notice, that's that same feeling that like, fuck yes, it is going to end. It's
That's
going to
scary for
end.
me. That's scary.
Like in just a couple of weeks.
What's scary about
I mean,
it,
if you got something else lined up, that's scary for me.
That's-
I'm
yeah.
terrified of.
No, I kind of agree with Kevin. So like when we moved to Colorado and I was having to apply to like all these positions,
That's very
I never felt good until I had that job lined up and I didn't start for 2 weeks, and that 2 weeks felt like a vacation. But until that moment where
You're
the
like,
job
"Whew."
is lined
Yeah,
up,
'cause
it's
you're gonna
all
be anxious the
anxiety, it's
entire
all
time about
freaking
getting a
out.
job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
No,
what
it-
Kevin's saying though. Until you have the job lined up.
Well, and that's I mean, in the example that I'm sharing, you're quitting your job to start something new. You're not
Okay.
just,
Well, then
like,
yeah,
leaving.
Yeah. Then I
Well,
agree.
who has quit? So it sounds like Chase has, I have, and Kevin. We all three of us have quit a job not knowing you have a job, not having a job lined up.
Correct. I have.
I mean, I
Chris,
left.
have you?
I left
never
mine
quit a
like
job
when we
without
were
having
moving.
one
Like
lined up.
I applied, but I mean, like when we moved, I didn't have one. I had an interview, but I didn't have one like locked up or anything.
Locked. And you said,
Yeah.
Kevin, you have or have not?
No, I never left a job without having one lined up. Terrifies me.
It is terrifying.
It
It
is
is
ter-
terrifying.
it is
It's
very
absolutely
terrifying.
terrifying.
I'd probably never do it. I'm be honest. I'd probably never do it.
Yeah.
Can I be
that's
honest
fair.
with you? This is the most irresponsible thing I've ever done. Kevin knows this. I quit my job in Oregon to come down because I knew I couldn't get off I knew I was going to move down to Florida regardless. I knew I was coming back within a year. I told everyone here, I was like, I'm going up there for a year, check it out and come back.
Right.
And you had your bachelor party lined up and I could not get it off. They said you can't have it off. And I said, all right. And so I looked at it. I was like, it was like a couple months out. So I gave them my 2 weeks notice. It was past the time that it would pay off because they paid for my move to come up there and I had to be there for a certain amount of time. I was like, it was like
You hit
2
that
days
deadline?
After,
Yeah.
after that deadline hit, I put in my 2 weeks and I left and I came home. I was going to go regardless, but I wanted things lined up to get a job first before I did that. I didn't, but I definitely wanted to go on Kevin's bachelor party. So I said, fuck it. That was
You hear that,
probably the
guys?
most irresponsible career move I've ever done in my entire life.
And it shows how much
That's
you
right.
love Kevin. Is what
I was
it
gonna
really
say,
shows.
Jose, you may have been number 2, but did he quit his job?
Did he quit a job?
He didn't quit his job for me. That he's never done.
They
That is
quit their
a fact.
You in there.
jobs.
I didn't quit my job and like Kevin. I quit my job.
Jason and the Makeshift Project have a lot in common.
I know.
Yeah.
They quit their
That
job.
was,
They
but I
do.
agree with you, Jason.
Can we please
do.
go one fucking episode? Holy
Nope.
These guys get
cannot.
all of the fucking. Anyways,
They can't.
We got
I
it.
agree
on
with
the
you, Chase. It was the most like
It's terrifying.
It scared the fuck out of me. And for
Well-
you had it worse, Chase, because you also had a kid. And
Well, and that's
you-
why-
you
well,
had a
that's why
family
I
and all that.
couldn't-
I was just me and my dog, so I was like,
Well, that's why I
couldn't
couldn't start applying for jobs because we didn't have daycare when we
Yeah.
moved to Colorado. It was crazy. All daycares were on like a year wait list. It was insane.
Yeah.
So I mean, there was no point for me to find a job until we could find someone to watch Hudson. So
Chris, don't say wow. It's literally like that everywhere. That is the norm now.
Wow.
it's crazy. It's
True
insane,
that.
dude. You literally have to like put your name on a list before you even like start thinking about having a baby. It's like 3 years from now, I might want a
We
baby.
sold our
We should put
unborn
our name
child.
on a list.
We sold
sold
our
your-
unborn child to the daycare. to
pause.
get-
That's nice.
Explain.
This explains the multi-million-dollar house.
Yeah, I'm exaggerating.
There you have
but
it.
Basically, when we applied to ours, the lady goes, "Yeah, well, we can get you above the list with Connor if you have like a baby coming along." And Emily was 2 weeks like pregnant. She was
Breaking
2 weeks-
news.
She was 2 weeks pregnant. Obviously, at that time, you don't tell anybody because you're worried about
Yeah.
the jinxing and losing the baby and all that. So we're like. Well, we found out she's pregnant for 2 weeks. So, like, well, if you say you'll put this baby in, we'll put him up in the list right away. He can join in next month or something like that. I was like, all right, fuck it. So that's how it is. It's literally like that. It's psycho.
Yeah, it's insane.
Did you have to provide any proof of that she was pregnant, or did they just take your word?
No,
for
they
it?
don't
think
give a
they
shit.
just-
They're like,
It's
just
like,
give us,
okay.
just give us a deposit and we're good.
Yeah, they
Do they
just
have
wanted
to
to
take
go
a, like,
money
a
and that's
vagina
fine.
swab or something like?
Money, please.
They're like, let me see her stomach.
Money, please.
Take your money. That's all you need.
All right,
Sounds like I need to
her
go in the
name? You remember,
fucking
Chase?
child care business. Fuck everything
Daddy
else,
daycare,
bro.
Daddy
God.
daycare.
Daddy daycare.
We got Christmas vacation, quitting job, going on vacation. Anything else?
Oh, mine was also Christmas vacation.
Chase, what was yours?
I was going to say similar stuff, but again, once we started talking about it, it's really once you have already quit your other job but have another job lined up, but it doesn't start for a certain amount of time, like I had in Colorado.
Spot.
Yeah, I had like 2 weeks of just like
It's just terrifying. Y'all are gutsy. Y'all are ballsy as fuck, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, that scares the shit out of me.
It is scary.
Nothing scares me.
But what if
I was
wife?
literally about to accept a job that I did not want to do just because I needed a job. So,
What if your wife gets offered a job that she cannot say no to in another state? Kev,
that's
what do you
basically
do?
what happened to us. Yeah.
It's literally what happened. That's why I'm asking him. Would you not do it? Would you be like, we can't do that until I find a job?
We were married and separate, or we were engaged and separate for almost a year. So.
Without kids, though. Without kids.
Yeah, I'm talking about like right now.
I mean, is Jose married with kids? That's crazy.
We're giving Chase the example, bro. We're giving Chase's
like,
example of why he did what he had to do was because it was his wife. It was not. It was that was what was happening with his wife's job, and he had his family. So, what do you expect Chase to just stay in Florida and let her watch the kid by herself?
Right?
I don't know.
Nope. He's confused. He's confused. Hold on.
Too much brain power. I don't like
Too
it.
much.
I
Too
don't like
much.
it.
How now? Too much. Come on, I only got 2 more hours until Pride's over, and I can't be gay anymore. We got to move this episode along.
Do you have like a celebration planned or something? Like,
I just
He's
expire.
gonna whip his dick out and helicopter it out.
I'm sorry.
Man charged with grand theft after stolen.
Jesus, give somebody an
happening?
intro.
Not
Hey,
even enough to
God,
just
it-
boom.
It's self-explanatory.
Self-explanatory.
No, it's
Man
not.
charged with grand theft after stolen blank found in his apartment.
This is Florida Man, guys. When we
Please read it again.
title
I
Florida
missed
Man
that.
headline and leave a blank out. Leave a word out.
Man charged with grand theft after stolen blank found in his apartment.
Is this a Florida man?
Yes.
Do we know from where?
Yeah, where's
Yes,
my
we do.
county of origin?
Gainesville, Florida.
Gainesville, Florida.
That makes a big difference.
That makes a
So
big difference.
grand theft is all about the what it's worth, correct?
I believe
certain
so.
amount of money,
Yes.
That's what makes it grand
I
theft.
think
It
it's.
has be a
I
certain
want
amount
to
of
say
money.
it's over like $2,000 approximately. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's close to that, give or take 1,000. I think it's around $2,000. Maybe it's over 500 actually.
Stolen reptiles found in his apartment.
Okay.
Reptiles.
In most states, the
Is
cutoff's
it,
around
is it because Gainesville is
$750 to $1,000.
Florida and Florida Gators? I'm trying to get in the mind of Jason. Is that why?
Kind of. I think so.
And probably more, he's trying to get into the whole like Florida man thing. It's either meth or crocodiles or gators or something.
It can't be.
try with
It
grand
can't
That's
be.
also a good bet.
Stolen.
It's also a good bet.
Stolen meth just sounds redundant. You know what I mean? Like I feel like all
I mean,
meth is stolen. It's
you
so
always
passive.
think drugs, but stolen.
Reptile.
So just copying Jason. Got it.
No, turtles, then fuck it.
I don't think he heard me, Chase. I don't think he heard me.
Did you really not hear what he said?
No, what'd you say? I thought you said
Reptile.
fuck it.
Reptile.
I literally
He
said
literally
reptile.
said the same thing.
No, I was looking up Grand Theft to see what you guys said.
You
were
said
saying this-
$750.
What did she say? She said
She.
key factors that make it Grand Theft 1 value of property stolen. If items stolen are worth more than a certain dollar amount, it usually gets bumped up to Grand Theft. In most states, the cutoff's around $750 to $1,000.
Okay.
So stealing a $300 TV, that's petty theft. Stealing a $2,000 MacBook, that's Grand Theft. Type of property. Some stuff actually qualifies regardless of value. Firearms, motor vehicles, livestock, certain hazardous and controlled substance.
Livestock, okay.
How was it stolen is
Livestock.
also a factor. If it involves breaking and entering,
Right, yeah, I think we're good
deception
on
slash
it now.
fraud.
He's like, please shut up.
I mean,
I'm going to finish because I have two more dots left. I have two more dots left. Abuse
I have
of
two more.
possession of trust, and it can be charged more seriously. Okay.
I'm gonna say.
that last.
I'm saying.
bit. Thank you.
I'm gonna say tires.
Did you read that
Tires.
from the
Chase.
article? Since we
Tires.
just let you
Don't be
know
a
tires.
dick. All right. You can try not to be a
Tires.
dick.
Tires.
Do your
All right,
best.
tires, reptiles, copy of reptiles, and what did you say, Jose?
Wait, no, I said turtles.
I'm just fucking with you,
You
man.
motherfucker.
Motherfucker. Fuck you.
Who's
And what
waiting
do you
on
say,
Because
Jose?
I want to say that it's.
There's
I don't
no
wanna
shot
copy
we've gone
anybody.
this long without a fucking answer.
I know. Kevin just read that whole fucking article.
He just yes. Kevin just fucking spent an hour reading his fucking chat.
That's what I'm
GPT
saying.
entry
Like,
and
you had that whole time to fucking thinking. What do you...
Make your
it's
pick,
fine.
dude.
I'm trying to think of what is in Gainesville. All I can think of is just fucking reptiles and animals.
Just because the Florida Gators are
But that's all I can think of. What else is there? What else is there? What did you pick? You picked turtles, a reptile.
He's not wrong, Kevin.
You want to copy me or no?
Pick another reptile then.
Don't be a pussy.
What reptile did you pick, Jason?
I just
picked
said reptile.
reptiles.
He was smart. He just
You
picked
said
all
reptiles?
the reptiles. You know,
I'm gonna go with reptiles.
man.
Wow. You just
Wow.
can't come up with your own
Man,
unique answer.
we got
No, you know what?
Real-
Fuck it. I'm gonna go with turtles. I'm gonna go with turtles
Oh.
just for you, Kevin.
Like
got
I said,
two
you can't come up with
original.
your own unique answer.
All right, let's.
All right. Well, man charged with grand theft after stolen zoo animals found in his apartment. But this is where I'm gonna play this.
Could be.
I'm gonna let y'all decide.
And put it on the board, yes!
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna let you decide
Put it on the
who, if anyone.
Oh, we're looping.
Yes.
I'm gonna let you decide who, if anyone, gets this point because the zoo animals that he stole were 3 Florida box turtles.
Oh, hello?
Hold on.
There's
2
nothing else
red.
to say.
Hold on.
I mean, that's a specific type of
Hold
turtle, I
on.
believe.
I agree.
Suck my
Hold.
dick.
I will not. That's a specific
I'm
turtle.
not done.
I'm holding.
I'm not done
I'm holding.
describing.
I'm
I'm not
holding.
done describing
I'm
what he
holding.
stole. He also stole 2 redfoot tortoises, a skink, and a squirrel monkey.
What's the issue? What
How
would be
do
the
you
issue?
get all of these
I'm
things?
saying-
round,
I'm
how do you round
saying-
up all this shit?
I'm
All three
saying,
of us
do
get it.
all 3 of you get the point? Is what I'm asking.
All three. All
Wait.
three.
Hold on a second.
All
I
three.
see.
Kevin was like, "What's the issue?" He's like, "Oh wait, no, I do need to think about it though."
You're so fucking lucky, bro.
All right, so hear me out, Kevin. Hear me out.
I thought a turtle was an amphibian, and it's
Okay, no. But here's my
You just
here's my
look it up. You're like, hold on, before I
Wait,
fucking say
wait a
anything.
second.
Bro,
Because-
if it's not, I mean,
My
you
segment
fucking
is gonna
lost.
go to shit because of ChatGPT.
Also, I thought that we made it clear.
Segment.
I thought we made it clear that if a person went more specific, they get the point, and not the person who went.
I'm
broad.
asking
We
you.
did.
Now,
Y'all are
and
deciding
here's-
this.
And Kevin, I agree with you, but here's the thing: it's turtles and gophers, right? It wasn't turtles and
well,
turtles.
go for
So there-
turtle and a skink, which is a skink. Is that a
Yeah, I think a
reptile?
skink is a reptile as well. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean-
100%.
Okay, then that absolutely that nullifies it. I'm fine. That's 2 of those. It wasn't just turtles, so he would be wrong. So it's either all of us nothing or all of us yes. That's how I would.
All of
agree.
us, yeah.
Chris, you're the only
it
one who
doesn't-
didn't get right.
it does
Can
not
you tell me
matter.
your thoughts?
Chris is gonna say that
No,
whatever is gonna
it's a
be safest for
fucking
him.
I
I
He's
just
in the
want to
lead.
hear from him. I want to hear from the
mean-
man.
That's rude. That you. Hey, you're the one that's fucking terrible. Now you give us your thoughts.
Jesus.
All right, then.
I mean,
my
it's
thoughts.
basically
Fuck
what
you.
you're-
None of you get it. Then if I'm terrible, then
Yeah,
none of you
obviously.
get the
What
point.
else
So
would
fuck
you expect the man
Chris,
to say?
Chris,
Obviously.
you're outvoted, so who gives a fuck? All right, let's go, guys.
I think you all 3 get it. I think you all.
Thank you.
Obviously.
No, obviously.
It doesn't matter.
shit.
The only difference would have been if it was between me and Kevin. But because I chose the same thing that he does, then it doesn't matter if the 3
That's
of us
always
get
been
it.
acceptable.
Pussy,
That's
by the
always
way.
been acceptable.
Come up with your own shit, you fucking little stink. Skink.
You skink.
Skink.
Hey,
stink,
all right,
skink.
Kevin, let's be clear here. So, first off, I said reptiles, you said reptiles, then you got pissy and said turtles. So you
Because
stole
I wasn't
mine.
paying attention to you. I don't give a fuck about you.
I don't know what
Fuck about you.
The hell just happened? Ah!
Kevin continues to dominate Florida Man, by the way. He's got 5.
Because I'm a fucking Florida man. That's why, bitch. I mean, I'm the only one that lives here.
Who would
That's
you say
why,
the next most Florida Man is?
Probably Jose.
Well, Jason's got 4, so he's the second most Florida Man, I guess.
Why
by
did
your
you ask
logic.
me if you already knew the answer?
I wanted to hear what
Sick of
you
you
said since
already.
you're the ultimate Florida Man.
So
I can't figure out if you're an amphibian or reptile either.
So go back
whatever you
and
want.
to ruin
No,
Chris,
you can't.
or,
Tomorrow.
Literally.
Until tomorrow. Tomorrow, then you can.
to go back and ruin Jose's segment in this scenario via
love
ChatGPT.
it.
Which model did I use? I used Gemini's model. In this scenario, the answer includes
sponsoring us?
skinks and these are just LM models. In this scenario, the answer includes
Thank you
skinks
for
and
explaining
turtles, which are both types of reptiles. The contestant who answers turtles mentions one correct answer, but not all. The contestant who answers reptiles correctly identified the broader category that includes
we
both
really
skinks
doing
and
this
turtles.
right
Thus, while reptiles isn't as specific as a given answer, it's uncompromised and would take the point.
Stacy
Also-
and all of our AI bots are going to take over this show by the end of the
That's by the end of the year. It'll
It's
just be
crazy.
like, and
Also, in case you care, he stole 11 animals. They only found 7. So I don't know where those other 4 animals are, but
sold
What were
it.
the other-
It's
what were the
fucking
other
obvious.
they were turtles. The other 4 were turtles.
They were
How did
definitely
he?
gators.
I don't
He stole a
understand
lot
how
of
somebody
turtles.
can take all of that shit, all that live shit out of a zoo without anybody noticing.
It was a college zoo. It was the Santa Fe community college zoo.
It's still a zoo with animals in it. Like,
It
how
is,
does
but
somebody
it's
walk
not-
out with
but
half
I'm
the
saying
animals in the
it's
zoo?
not like the Jacksonville Zoo. I'm sure it's much smaller, probably only but yeah, I don't know how he did it either, Jose. I don't. He just walked in and was like, I'm taking all these fucking
I'm
turtles.
gonna take all this
And
shit.
a
back.
skink and and a monkey for good measure. Good soup, is that what you said? Damn.
I don't know. Somebody said that
You
about
would
a turtle
think
to me,
that.
and I'll never forget that. 'Cause I'm like, that's really sad.
Turtle soup?
Turtle soup.
You ain't never had it?
No.
Canada banana.
As of 2018, the things that are missing is the gophers and the box turtles.
Gopher
by the way.
turtle,
Is that what
yeah,
you said?
and
gopher
box
turtles
turtle,
and
yeah.
box turtles are the
Yes.
2 that are missing. They caught the rest.
Correct. Yeah.
They got a flying squirrel, which has always been one of my pets that I wanted. Is that weird? That's on my bucket list. I want a flying
No,
squirrel.
I say Tila had some flying squirrels as a pet for quite a while.
Did he really?
My brother shot a flying squirrel once.
Jesus.
Here, the pet guys like, hey, shot one.
shot.
Quick,
Did his
squirrels-
quick update on the big board, Chris. You might want to put that name that show or movie back on because Jason's only 2 behind you, brother.
Tell me how to live my life. I ain't worried about.
That's
Also, yeah,
worry
this
about it next-
actually.
It'll be on
Time
next
out.
week.
Time out.
Yeah.
There's collusion.
It's gonna
here.
run
I
it
just
back
fucking
2 weeks.
realize this. Wait, what the fuck? How much play do you have on the segments you get to add to them? Does he add them or do
He's
you?
got
Did
all
you
the
just
play.
realize
add
this?
I rarely
Tell me you
add
don't.
shit.
Tell me you don't
Chase
listen to the
doesn't
episodes
add
without telling
anything.
me.
No,
Chris
if I have
decides
something,
what goes
no,
on the rundown,
wait,
including what
no,
game.
That's
I
not
have
true.
thoughts about it. Wait,
If
I've
I
got
have
two
something
lists.
ready, I'll delete what he has and add.
You can
mine.
back
So,
up as far as you fucking want. I
Fine.
don't care.
I've done it with Spot the Fake. I've done it with Correct Me If I'm Wrong.
How is it that you're just realizing this, Jay? We mentioned. Well, you weren't on the show. You
No.
didn't listen to the show. Those
It-
days.
we're-
I
welcome
thought
back.
there was a
Welcome
governing
back.
factor in this situation
No.
where would have Chris limit the amount of times that he would put certain segments on there based off of just simple statistics. You didn't ask out of all the things we've asked ChatGPT, you can just ask
go.
Chris to randomly
on.
put in segments. This is collusion to the finest. There's
No, it's
nothing
not.
more
All right,
colluded.
come on, let it out.
It's
No.
gonna go on history. We're gonna be in our deathbeds, and I'm gonna be 98 years old, and I'm gonna go.
Let it
Chris
out.
fucking
Damn,
cheated
bitch,
in
yeah.
year 2025 on
I
June
thought you were
17th.
dying at 30. What happens?
I'm dying. I'm dying at 50.
Okay, 50.
I'm just
yeah.
saying,
Oh,
whoever's
okay.
at 98, you
That's
guys get
better.
to complain about this. There's no fucking way.
Nope.
We gotta figure
Come on.
this out.
No, we can't.
Only
If it was collusion-
only 8 of his points are named that show/movie
Out of,
Here's the thing.
Out of
What does he have the most points in?
out of 17.
Here's
fuck you.
Yep.
here's the thing.
50%.
Here's the thing. I have two things for this. Number one, I do not put it every other week. Number two, just because I put it on there, it does not have to do it. If I put it on there and Chase I don't want to run it,
I
you
do.
can clear
I
it
do
and
often
put something
delete
else.
whatever.
What
he
I put
puts
on the
if I have
rundown
something
is
ready.
not
Yeah.
locked into stone. You very much can remove something.
All right, Chris.
Also,
I know
Jason,
you-
honestly, it also benefits you because you're the only other person that scored on that
So
segment.
shut up, then. It's helping you at the
basically
same
like-
time.
Nobody's telling me not to cheat, so
8
that's
out of
on
9
you.
points that have gone from Name That Show have gone to you, Chris. Am I wrong?
All right, Chris. and
No,
because
I mean,
I
Look at,
know-
you get all these from Florida Man,
it's
so
8
should I
out of-
cut back on
it's-
Florida Man then?
It's 8 out of 12 have gone to
Oh,
Chris.
sorry.
But again, without without this segment, Kevin, you and Jason would be tied.
You're not making
If
a good
this
case for
segment,
Chris right now.
if
by
this
the way.
segment did not exist, Jason and Kevin would be tied on points, and Jose would be one behind Jason and Kevin.
Chris,
Yes, please. What?
because you're our Rain Man of this episode or this segment, like you collect a weird amount of data.
Mm-hmm.
How many times for all the segments that we can get points from this season? Mm-hmm. Can you give me how many times those segments have been played on this season? Meaning how many Florida Mans, how many Name That Shows, how many trivias, all this. I want to see how
Florida
many
Man's
have played each.
every week, so that one you
Okay,
can lock in
yeah,
every
let's
week.
remove
Okay.
that one. Let's remove that one. And all the other ones that are randomly put in there. Let's
Okay.
pull those numbers because I feel like you have those numbers because you keep track of how many times.
I mean, I will pull them. I don't have them right. I have them here.
that's
I-
why.
if come
I
back
can
to
tell
it.
you, I think
just
I,
want
I don't
this-
do it
think
now, I'll
we've
go back
done.
and tell
She's
you.
always right a decent amount.
Yeah.
I would guess. I would guess that's probably our second. I would guess that's probably our second most done
Did
segment.
Kevin say we need more segments?
No, I said we need new segments. I didn't say more.
New is
He hates
more.
them. I actually have a couple ideas for some new
This
ones,
is true.
personally.
This is
and
true.
for
You
points
bring
on
up a
Big
very
Board,
good point.
So
Well,
What, are you just keeping it secret? Like,
pop
what
it
the
in
fuck-
anytime the rundown's out. Throw it in there.
I almost did it on our 300th episode. And I figured I'd hold off until I had
He's holding. He's
Hold
waiting
off
for
until
it.
what?
He's
Until
waiting
I had
for
it.
it.
Forever.
until
For
I
like
had
2
it
more
more
years.
concrete. Calm down.
Fucking
No,
spit out ideas to the world. Like, we're
Spit
a
it.
family here.
Kevin, I want to make this clear. We have more. I will go down in history next to Jimmy Fallon. We have the most segments of any podcast on this planet. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Find me another show on this planet. Cut the clip, Jamie.
The one
On
fucking
this
thing.
planet.
The one fucking
Don't
thing
you
he leaves
dare
for me.
include Mars.
The one
Kevin.
thing
Don't
he
you
leaves for
dare
the
include
segment.
Mars.
Look up every podcast that's ever come out and tell me that it has more
Hey, where's
segments
Stacy?
than
Where's
ours do.
Stacy?
No. I don't even. All I just want to have that random troll go. Oh, this podcast has 17. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me go through all the fucking segments we have, and I'm not even gonna count the 7 Minutes in Heaven and the What's on Tap ones. I will just count all the ones that we have played more than once on this segment on this show. Out of all the seasons, there is not a show. It's not gonna be close. Sorry, it's not gonna be close.
Keep it going. Hey, keep it going. If you're not progressing, you're losing. Come on.
I'll get those numbers. I'll tell you
Chase-
next week where we're at.
Chase,
I'll
at
tell
least
you.
give me a category of what this.
Chase,
like,
no,
what-
it's fucking Chase's secret. His fucking
It's not a
vault
secret.
of
I'm gonna put the
fucking-
rundown and be like, it's
I'm just-
Chase's vault of segments that he has.
I'm just trying to think about like you have to think about like how things can be done on a podcast.
Brother, we are a think tank of people here that are great minds. Fucking just
next
spit
episode.
it out
Just
to us, and we
Chase's
can refine
vault.
it.
We're gonna unlock Chase's vault next week. All
Pump the
Chase's.
brakes on the whole great minds. I'm not going to speak for you
I think
guys, but
between
I'm
the
not-
5 of us, I think we got fucking great minds.
He's
Like you're a bunch of
"Wait."
fucking idiots.
No, I literally said.
Oh,
don't
you're a
include me
fucking
into great
idiot.
minds.
I'm not fucking saying that.
I was making fun of myself, but you guys turned this on.
I'm
to
making
everybody.
fun of Jose. Jose says we're fucking idiots. I'm not saying that. Jose,
I am.
go ahead.
I-
No, please.
Proceed.
Can you at least give us, Chase, is
I
it a
wasn't-
trivia base? Is it a fast, hit the thing fast? Like, is it like?
no, it's
general
not
knowledge?
a it's not a
2 more
timed
hours,
thing.
bro.
No,
It's over.
It's not a time thing. Is it
You got-
based
no.
off of general
An hour and
knowledge?
a half.
no, it's not based off general knowledge.
Okay. I'm about it.
You got an hour and 38 minutes, bro. It's fucking over.
Little context. We are recording this on June 30th, so at 10:22 p.m.
So if you're listening to this, Jose's time is over, according to
It's
Kevin.
over.
So,
Yeah.
at this point, by the time that you
Yeah, when they hear this,
I've expired.
Rest in peace.
I've been
R.I.P.
shoved
buddy.
into a box.
You're gonna
in
have
an
to wait
attic
11
until
more
next June.
months. Yeah, until 11 months from now.
He goes into hibernation again like a fucking bear.
Just walk off into the woods.
Just
You can
see
hear
guys.
the house music in the distance.
Been prepping his food for his vaults.
What? Can anybody explain to me why Camel Toe Told by Siri is uploaded to this?
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
Remember the old? Like this is probably before fucking this is way before
I
AI.
saw that
But we
thing.
had Siri give out different names of
reading-
animals
That was like our most watched video.
on Facebook, and then obviously that got.
I love that
on
that's
there for the
still-
three. You had that on there for the 300th episode.
Did we ever play it?
I don't know.
That's
I
No,
don't think so.
we
That was
definitely
way
did not
too
play
tuned for
that.
that.
We definitely
I
did
love
not.
that.
Bikini biscuit, panty hamster, deer hoof, golden arches,
I
cat's
muted
paws,
myself.
mule nose, meat drapes, dinner roll, crotch waffle,
Drapes is
snot
gross.
wallet, pole magnet, pocket pie, vertical smile,
Pocket.
bearded clown, zipper muffin, sideways sloppy Joe, the great divide,
Sideways.
Levi lips, snatch satchel, ninja foot, yo-yo smuggler, bruised knuckle,
Yo-yo.
sock in a flip-flop,
Zipper
rhino
muffin.
hoof, hanging roast beef,
Sock and a
whisper
flip-flop.
pants, clam bite, pea flopper, beef curtain, Melvin, wagon rut, rolled bologna, vertical taco,
Melvin.
snot sock, gravy dish, veggie, leather brake pan,
Oh, gravy
Whisker
dish is
biscuits.
gross.
rooster jaws, beaver teeth,
Gravy dish.
bologna flap over, skin canoe, the big W, foamy pancake, bearded taco,
The folded pancake. The old folded pancake.
Melvin.
Half of
bro.
those,
Melvin.
half of those gross me the fuck out, bro. That's
Melvin fucked
disgusting.
me up a little bit.
Melvin.
Folded pancake. Oh my god, bro.
But the picture time intro got deleted, but I'm glad that's still
Yeah,
on
that-
there.
Yeah.
Priorities.
Picture time got deleted. What do you mean? Oh yeah, you're talking about my segment intro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kevin,
Jason.
how's that organization go? Oh yeah, blame me for you not having an organization.
No, I'm blaming you for
Archiving.
deleting a fucking segment that we've already created. You know.
It's movie time with Chris. Movie time with Chris.
I didn't get that.
I'm gonna blame both
Cut
of
me
you
off
guys.
one more time. Cut me off one more time.
Say, dude, one more fucking time.
If,
Dude, I
if
said
we
it one
don't
more
play,
time.
If we don't play Slim Down for What, then that's on both of you. I'm just saying that right now.
That's a good
He
call.
doesn't have one this week, right?
He does.
Yeah, we do.
I uploaded it.
I have it.
I got you, buddy.
That's
I got
that's
you,
your
buddy.
contribution to the fucking podcast.
I fucking got
You
you. It
motherfucker.
is
I got you,
there.
Henderbeard. I got you, Henderbeard.
He's
I know you
like,
put an effort in.
Handerbeard, I do it all on here, brother. Thank you so much.
I got you, buddy.
Fucking-
Got you
Obviously,
covered.
would never play a segment if I didn't say something about
Oh,
it.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus Christ, this gay.
Jesus.
What? Nobody said it.
No, I heard you. You were thinking.
Jose,
I heard you.
I mean, Kevin, give him his day. Give him his day.
Come on, he's got a little bit of time left.
He does not have a day. He's got like an hour and 24 minutes left. 30
Not a
minutes.
full day.
I have
Hour and a
I have
half.
like 34 minutes. An hour and 34 minutes.
I
An hour
can't wait to hear what
34,
Kevin
10:26.
says at 12 o'clock in 1 second.
Bye. I love you every day, and I'm so happy that you're gay, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Thanks.
Every single day of the month, every day of the year.
You can't
This
change
month-
it regardless. So why even say that?
Because
Yeah.
I'm just
Wow.
saying that I wouldn't
Wow.
change it if I could.
Canceled.
If I could change and make him straight again, I would never do it.
Just the fact that you think that's an option is kind of weird.
The fact that you are fucking talking about it makes me want to fucking kick you off the podcast again.
Ooh, again.
Damn, again. Oh, well, yeah.
Now we know.
There's
now
your
we
breaking
know why
news.
he's been gone.
Oh, Kev said you're out. Anyway, movies.
Oh, hey,
First movie I watched, the new Captain America, Brave New World. Not bad. You didn't trash. Has Kevin been promoted? What happened?
Captain America.
Yeah,
got
it was
promoted.
okay. I gave it it was okay. Like it
How many
was.
bones?
I gave it 6 bones. It was good.
Okay.
Not great. Not elite. Not. It was just very like eh. It was very.
You're not selling
It was
me.
more grounded. It wasn't very like multiverse. They kept it more like it was just.
I like that
was
it's not
fine.
multiverse.
I'm fine
They're
with
Well, yeah,
trying
it was.
to do away
They
with
tried to
it
go kind of
more.
Winter Soldier ish to it, but it wasn't nearly as good as Winter Soldier was.
Winter Soldier was great.
Here's
Yes, it
the
was.
major issue with it. Every superhero has those a few moments. Even if it's a bad movie, they have a few moments where you're like, "Oh, that was fucking cool." There was no, "Oh, that was fucking cool" moment.
There's no
at all
cool
in that
moments
movie.
in a
In
Captain
my opinion,
America
no.
movie?
I don't think so.
I mean, there were some good.
funny.
It's on
funny,
Disney
like,
Plus, yeah.
It is quirky. They have good funny lines, like so. I appreciate that. But as a superhero movie, there's like I don't know, like there's just moments in like the original Captain, like when he comes out as Captain and he does his thing. You're like, there's just cool fucking moments in every single
Memorable
movie.
moments, yeah.
And that just there's nothing there that I'm like, outside of seeing Harrison Ford fucking kill it at what 85 years old. I don't know how he's
Dude,
fucking
this
Spoiler
man's
alert,
still
Harrison
fucking.
Ford.
It's not a spoiler whatsoever.
But yeah, that's my issue behind that movie. It was just there's
Yeah,
nothing.
I mean, it has good action. It's like he said, it's just nothing that you're like, okay, I'll remember that moment in 10 years. It's an okay action movie
Okay.
for Marvel.
All right. What else, Chris?
Next one is The Woman in the Yard is a horror movie.
Oh, I
asked this,
remember
like, we
seeing a
watched
commercial for that.
I know you haven't. I'm just saying, you weren't. None of you probably were going to watch it, but
I
you
was
shouldn't.
definitely
I gave it
not.
Wait,
four
why
and a half.
can't I watch it? I like horror movies. You
I was never
fucking
gonna watch that.
asshole.
You can. I gave it 4.5.
Damn.
It has.
And for you, 4.5 for a horror is that's
This
low.
one. It
That's really
you start
really
at a
low.
4.
See,
So
here-
it just gave you that's it.
Here's the problem. I saw the trailer. I'm like, this could be okay, and then you're watching it, and then like this one failed to hold my attention for a while. I was like, okay, I'm getting bored. Like, it has a story, and it's not really a twist, but near the end,
Too
Kevin-
drawn out.
40 and 47 on the Rotten Tomatoes, just for the record.
too drawn out. It really just bored me. I was excited initially, and then you're like, oh, that's cool. She's there, and then you're just like, all right, you're waiting for something to happen. Then by the time you get really bored. At least I got very bored by the time.
Sweet orange. Why do your oranges look better than our oranges in 4? This pisses me.
Kevin's like, I'm
Our
fucking
oranges
furious.
are
This is
fucking like yellow right now.
Yellow.
I'm fucking. I want to fight a fucking human.
any human he will fight.
Moving
Anyone.
on. That's not a movie. Sorry.
It's not. The next movie, watch the one on Apple. You probably didn't know because they never tell you. Echo Valley, that thriller with
Oh yeah, how was that?
Sydney Sweeney and the old lady with the red hair. I
Wonder
can't
why you
think of her
watched that
name.
one.
Sydney Sweeney, huh?
Dude,
Sydney
she
Sweeney, huh?
fucking.
Oh, what do you say now?
Go ahead.
She makes you just like, I hate her character. If you watch this movie, you will
okay.
despise her character. But I
Doubtful.
gave it. I give it.
Echo what?
Echo Valley is the name of the movie. It's a
Valley.
thriller. It's like a crime thriller. I give it a 5.9. It's pretty interesting. It's not bad. It's
Okay.
gets kind of predictable, but it's good enough for what it does.
51
Again,
and 52 on Rotten Tomatoes.
that's another
Tomato
one
meter
that's
popcorn.
Thank you.
that's how I know they don't ever promote their movies, because like we were going through, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I saw one trailer for this, but if they ever promoted any of their movies, they would probably do
do
better
it.
than they won't. They're
I
like,
lo-
we refuse.
I love
don't
Julianne
at
Moore
all.
as an actress.
Julianne
by the way.
Moore,
That's what-
good call. That's her name.
I do love her as an actress, for the record.
She does good in this. She carries a lot of movies, so shout out to her. She does a lot. And then the last one was Significant Other. I think it's on Paramount Plus. It's about this couple. They go camping in the woods, and then a lot of weird
2022
shit.
film.
A lot of weird shit starts happening. I don't really want to say too much because it'll kind of give
Don't
it away.
say it.
I gave this one a 6.7. This was good. It has a really good
one did
twist
well.
in the middle. This one has a good twist in the middle, and it kind of keeps you thinking at the end. So of all of these, that is the one I'd probably say you should watch.
72 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Significant
That's
Other.
amazing.
It's good. It's got, I forget the girl's name. She was in Long Legs.
Sorry, Chris. Her name is.
I figured you had it right there.
Micah Moore. Micah Moore. Ruth is her name in the.
How's it there with the name?
Micah.
I know she was in
Okay,
Long
just
Legs.
keep saying it. You'll
She-
get it.
She's been a few
The
other anyway.
Stranger. God is a Bullet. Significant Other.
Oh, God is a Bullet.
Watcher.
Why don't you lead
Flash
with that?
Fuller. Flashback. Brothers
Independence
of
Day,
Honey
stop
Boy.
fucking missing the
He's
fucking
Greta. After Everything. Tell I'm not here.
He's still
Hot
going.
Summer Night.
All right.
He's still going.
She's-
Anyway,
she's
of
been
all
in
the
some
movies,
shit.
you
She's been in
should
some
watch
shit.
that one. If any of them. That's the best one I would say. So what have you guys watched since the last
Oh,
time we
thank
did
you,
this?
Chris, for asking me.
Come on.
I just watched a movie last night in preparation for movie time
boy.
with Chris.
Let's go.
You're welcome.
He doesn't even know.
I know you muted me because you're a fucking prick, dude.
Prick.
He's like, I was just gonna move past.
What? I am curious.
keep
What
going.
movie did you watch?
Thank you. The movie that I watched was Ford versus Ferrari. Never seen it before. I know it's not the newest movie. But it was 2019. Never seen it before.
It's that old, huh?
Yeah,
it is,
crazy,
yeah.
right?
It's
But
crazy, yeah.
fucking great movie, man.
Wait,
Okay.
you guys haven't all seen it?
I've never
I've seen it.
No, I've never seen it.
Were you
Yeah,
were you wanting to see F1? So you're like, I'm gonna watch Ford versus Ferrari.
That's
to watch
exactly
F1.
what happened.
Yeah, you're like, I want to watch
There's
F1.
no
so-
fucking shot I can get anybody to go watch F1 with me, even though I'd love to go see it.
I want to see it so bad.
It looks good.
Well,
Hey,
hey,
do you want to watch the kids and let Kevin and I go to the movie theater?
I was gonna say, Jace, what do you think?
No, Chris is gonna come. He's gonna come and he's gonna watch all the kids.
I want to see F1 so fast.
Jose
Bold
can
choice.
also come. Chase,
How
you're
many
such a dick,
how many
dude.
bones would you give it? Jose won't even come to New Year's. What are we doing here? Come on.
That's
What are we
enough.
out of 10? Out of 10 or what?
Yeah, 10 bones. Yes, 10 bones.
I'm gonna say 9. Yeah, 9.
Damn.
9.2.
Okay. All right. Now,
9.2.
9.2,
you sold
we're
me.
looking at
You sold me.
9.2.
I'm watching that movie now. Okay.
Great
a
movie,
good one. It is
great
a really good
acting,
movie.
great story. I love fucking historical that are semi accurate as well. So I thought it was a wonderful story, a story that I didn't even know. I didn't know, and it involves America, which is my country, and I love America. And and anytime anytime America can dominate, something that we weren't supposed to dominate, I fucking love that. So
now Kevin wants to go see F1 immediately.
I do want to see F1.
I kind of
Dude, that
No,
scene
F1
when they
looks really good.
put in
does look
Ford
good.
in the car and he like slams it and scares the shit out of him. And makes him cry.
Spoiler.
Bro, that shit was probably one of the coolest scenes.
Yeah.
No, that's
right,
that's
well,
a good
no,
watch.
when he
Now,
put
very good watch.
Where he puts
Henry
the-
Ford
the-
the second.
What did you watch it on, Kevin?
It is on Amazon Prime.
Sweet. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna
another
watch it.
another one like
Sweet.
that one. That's in the same vein that should be watched is Rush. I think both of those came out around the same time, and Rush gets
I
shadowed.
think
With
I saw
Thor?
Rush. Yeah. No, I did
Yeah.
see Rush. Rush
Oh,
is
yeah, I
excellent as
remember
well.
Rush.
I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
Rush is kind of, but
Same but different.
Rush is great too.
Rush is great. I think
haven't
I'd
seen
give it
Rush
to
in so
Ford
long.
versus Ferrari, but by I would say 9, and then they would be an 8.9.
It's
You know what I mean?
it's
I got
close.
2 movies
It is
to watch
close.
now. I love
You
this.
haven't
American-
seen Rush either?
No.
Fuck.
The America factor takes
I don't watch
it
a lot
over
of
the edge for me.
movies. I don't watch a lot of movies.
Jay, how many bones you say? 8 point what? It was close. It was 8 point something.
8. I would say tie, but I would say 8.9 for Rush, and then 9.
I'd
for
say like 7,
Ford versus
8.7, 8.6 for Rush.
These are two high.
Those are high scores. yeah.
high bones here. These.
Much
And
higher than
this
Top
coming from a guy
Gun.
that I'm not a car guy. Like I'm not
Me
a
neither.
race guy. Like it was just
no.
a really good. If you like the fucking 90s, 80s, like I just watched not Tropic Thunder.
Also
Days
a
of
great
Thunder.
movie.
Days of
Days
Thunder.
of
'Cause
Thunder's
I
a-
realized
I
my
love that
wife-
movie, too.
Obviously,
Yeah.
one of my
Fast and the
favorite
Furious.
movies of all
Love that
time.
movie,
wife
too.
never
Yeah.
watched it. I showed it to her yesterday.
Tokyo Drift. Yeah, for Chase,
Yeah.
definitely the third one. And that's his.
That
go-to.
the third
I
one's
really
the best
do-
one. That's a
I really-
9.9 bones.
Watch Days of Thunder, knowing that there's rumors of them coming out
I'll
with
say
a
they're-
sequel,
yeah.
and they leave it open. There is a lot of fucking open opportunity for a lot of different storylines. they
Days
can
of
go.
Thunder is, boosted Mellow Yellow into the fucking sky, by the way.
Yeah.
I just want to-
I'm just saying, like F1's having major success, right? They made
Oh, yeah, it had a
almost
huge
half of
weekend.
half of what they spent has already been paid off in one weekend. So they're gonna ride that train, and this is the time to shine for.
They're already
NASCAR,
talking about another one. It's been one
Brad Pitt
weekend.
knows
They're
how
gonna-
to pick roles, man. Honestly, I think that's an underrated aspect of being an actor is like picking the right role. You can be the best actor in the world. If you pick shit roles, no one's going to know about you.
I think it's gonna win a cinematography award I think it's gonna get an Academy just based off behind the scenes that I've seen and what they did in that movie looks fucking cool. It's like an interstellar, like different style of video and cameras and shit like that they used for it. It looks fucking cool.
No, I want to see it. It looks tight.
I enjoyed Brad Pitt's podcast with Dax Shepard, the armchair expert. He apparently never does any podcasts or any sort of thing like that, and he was on Armchair Expert. If you guys listen to podcasts, other
I feel
than
like
Cup to Cup.
Dak Shepard
this one
is good at like getting people to open up.
Yeah, sometimes I have my complaints about his podcast for sure. I've talked to Jason about it. I hate their editing style. I can't fucking stand the quick cuts. Like like the whole time in the episode, like they'll be talking and then it'll cut and it'll cut and there's no like natural
pause.
flow.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah,
natural
yeah.
flow to it.
Continuity
I
is the- yeah.
fucking. I
They're
almost.
probably
it
they're
makes
trying
me
to
wanna
like
turn
make
off.
it quicker. Is that what they're trying to do?
Oh,
They
I'm
just
sure
polish
they.
it and take out
They're
the
one of the
dead
top
air.
They
podcasts in the world.
overpolish it.
So they know what they're
Gotcha.
doing,
Gotcha.
But I'd rather just something natural, like just fucking easy flowing. Like I'm here to just talk and bullshit, kind of almost like a podcast that I know of.
Almost like one that I've
Almost like if it was a podcast.
Anyway,
Did you guys watch anything?
I watched
Okay, so there we
How to
got-
Train Your Dragon.
Oh,
The,
was it
nice.
nice?
the
live
new
action.
one?
The
The
live
new
action.
one?
The live action, yeah. Went with Hudson. I had never seen the animated one before, so I can't compare it to that.
wow,
Welcome.
that's
Hey,
fucking crazy.
join me.
I enjoyed it. I
Oh,
liked
we'll
it.
watch Mario Brothers 194 times, but we can't watch it one fucking time, Chase.
That was a fun movie.
I'm not judging you, Chase.
I'm judging the
I'm
shit out of
apparently getting judged. But yes, so I liked the live action. I thought it was good. Again, can't compare it to the animated, so no clue. Hudson, when he got home, said he wanted to watch the animated one. I saw one scene. It was word for word, quote for quote, the same. So probably very, very similar movies. I'd give it like a 6.4 bones.
Yeah, it is.
6'4". There you
No,
go.
I mean for a kids movie, I feel like that's pretty good.
My questions you can't answer.
I gotta pee,
because
but
I
I'm
would like
listening.
to know how it relates to the old movie. How does it
Again,
relate
I
to
saw
it?
one
That.
scene of the animated, and it was literally word for word the same. So, yeah,
Breaks my
seems pretty
They have
similar.
it.
Seems
Breaks
pretty
my heart.
similar.
Breaks my heart.
You
Jose.
watch
Sorry, dude.
I didn't
I
watch
also saw some
anything.
shows, but sorry. Go ahead, Jose.
No, go ahead. It's fine.
No, we'll get to shows later. Yeah.
Has anybody here seen Amanda Bynes recently?
Yes.
Yes, I have. Yeah, it's
I hadn't seen any shows, but I was trying to think of the name of a movie that she was in with Channing.
She's always right. Or no, she's
the
all
man
that.
or something
She's
like
the
that.
man. That's
She's
what it
the
is.
man,
She's
yeah.
the man. Yeah, the soccer one,
That's
right?
the one. Yes.
Yes.
And I was Googling that, and then I came across this image that I'm currently sharing.
no, yeah, it's
No.
I don't think she still looks like that. Can we be real?
This is
Yeah,
this
I
is
think
like this
she went to
week.
like a tattoo removal place or something. No,
This was like apparently like this week. This was like 2025.
Oh, I gotta see this.
can anyone see it? I can't see it yet.
No, it's not. The fucking pod gods have to allow there it is thing.
the pod gods.
This was like apparently like this week.
Nice, dude. She looks good.
So I'd say about like I don't know 2 bones. No.
Also, who is Amanda Bynes? Like, why would I know her?
She was on All That back in the day. She was on.
She had her own show, like kinda way back then, too.
I only watch GI Joe.
Yeah,
If
she
it's not
did
GI
it.
Joe, I don't know.
Like Jose
never
said, she
watched
was
all
on the
that.
She's the Man
That's
with
y'all's
Channing
generation,
Tatum.
not mine. Sorry.
She was on a she was on a Agent. No, not Agent. Big
Not
Big
She's All
Lies,
That,
Liar.
All That.
What's the name of that movie that she did with
Little Big
Frankie
Lies?
Muniz?
Little-
No, the movie she did with
Little
Frankie
Biggies?
Muniz.
I have no idea what that movie is.
What?
Wow.
With Paul Giamatti and Frankie Muniz? No one?
Nope.
I'll tell you next week.
God damn it.
Leave me
looking it up.
something.
I'm looking it
Leave
up.
Okay, next
fucking-
week.
All right, fine. No, I won't look it up. Won't
Are we
look it
on the
up.
shows?
Walk it. Sure. What shows you watching?
Well, Jose, did you watch a movie, or you just want to talk about Amanda Bynes?
No, I
No,
was
he-
just
he just-
thinking. I was thinking about a movie and ran into a recent picture of Amanda Bynes. I was like, I gotta. I have something to contribute now for movie time. So.
Fair enough. Tire season 2, amazing. Has anyone seen it?
I'm like halfway through. It's pretty good.
It's way better than the first season.
Yeah,
Way
I
better.
agree. It's a little more structured, I think.
Structured, moves a little faster. I guess that goes with structured, but yeah, I thought it was way better than the first season.
I need something new to watch.
I started the Bears season 2 or season 4, excuse me. The new season of the Bear.
Hopefully, it's better than season 3.
Also, there was nothing wrong with season 3.
It was okay. Season 3 was okay.
You're just a hard man to please. I mean,
No, season 1 and 2 were great. Great. Season 3 was okay.
What's it called? Squid Game came out this past weekend.
there's nothing wrong with Bears season 3. I
It was
enjoyed
okay.
it.
I'm with Kev.
Okay.
I think Kevin doesn't even realize I agree with him, and he's
no, he's talking to Chicken. So
okay,
it
cool.
was okay. What did you say,
I
Jose?
thought the Bears season 1 and season 2 were like
I
great, legitimately great.
with
Some
you,
of the
Kevin.
best TV I'd seen in a long time. So the fact that I'm saying season 3 is just okay compared
what do
to
you-
that.
Season three, how
You agree with me?
yes, I agree with you.
Do you know what comes with that?
I think season 3 was definitely filmed different. It felt a little more like weird or eccentric than the other 2 episodes. Than the other
I
2
think
seasons
season
are.
3
but
was
I-
one of the best film shows.
But I
that
thought
I've
it was-
seen in a
I
long
thought it-
time. By the way,
I thought it told stories that were really important to know from
So-
the people that are work at the restaurant. So I really like that about season 3.
Was the Christmas
fair.
episode at the table with the family? in
Yes,
Brother,
that was
one of
season
the best.
3, the
There's
7
no
fish.
That
fucking
was-
way.
That's
Chase.
was one of the best episodes.
You can have
That
you can
episode
have
made me
great
so
you can
fucking
have great
anxious.
episodes of a show and still not be the best season of the show. Again, I'm comparing it to the first 2 seasons to me, Jason.
Yeah,
I thought the Bears season 1 and the Bears season 2 were some of the best TV I had seen in years. So saying season 3 is just okay in comparison is not saying that season 3 sucked. It's saying it wasn't as good to me as 1 and 2.
But the way you're saying it, for me, I would agree. Yes, the first and second season might have been, like I said, the Rush versus Ford and Ferrari, like .0101.
No, see, that's where I disagree.
Dude, the scenes of him training in that nice restaurant and the backstories that Jose are
That's
saying.
2,
like,
isn't it? That's
No.
2. That's
No,
2.
Bro,
That's 2.
No. But there's other.
what about
no,
this scene
season
right
3.
here? What about this scene?
That's a great scene. It had
Bro.
moments. It definitely had moments. 100%.
I don't know, man.
That was one of the best film seasons.
Wait, is the one where
Kinda.
he trains at the nice restaurant season 3 or 2?
I was saying just some of the training. I don't know if
That was
one
2,
good,
right?
though.
No,
Maybe but
3
I-
some of it as well. 3 is some
Yeah,
of
I
it as
think-
No,
well.
I'm saying the
finishing
one
up.
where he trains at the nice restaurant, though. Is that season 2 or season 3?
The nice restaurant. When he
where
goes back
finally-
and the guy's a dick to him, right? His old chef.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? That's season 3.
No, I'm talking about where Richie goes and trains.
That was season 2.
Okay.
That was
yeah. Then I stand by what I said. Season 3 had its moments. Season 3 had its great moments. It had great episodes, but as a whole, I thought it wasn't as good as season 1 and 2.
He thought it was all shit.
No, look, again, I'm
just delete
comparing
it.
it to. I think The Bear is one of the best shows in a long time. So again, I'm comparing it to that.
I got an itch to get back into
Get
a
it.
restaurant so bad. Like I think about it a lot, actually. I think
Really?
about it so much. I think about it so much. I know I would never do it because the pay is absolute shit.
See, if anything, I could see doing it like for some extra pay, like in addition to a job.
Yeah, but I mean the pay's not enough for the time, is what I'm saying.
One shift, but it's like the busiest fucking day of the year and you're in the weeds the whole
I would
time. Do you
fucking
do it
love
just
that.
for fun?
Yeah,
Jason, you talking about the 4 fishes episode? Is that the one you're talking
Jason's like,
about? Or the 5
Yes,
fishes
that's
episode?
what he's talking about.
That's a
Yes.
great episode. 100%. That's a fantastic episode. I just thought it was too few and far between in season 3 compared to season 1 and 2.
There's an
you're
episode
wild.
that I just watched on season 4 that referenced the door handle being broken on the freezer, and I was like,
That's a great episode.
Like when he went to go, he grabbed the handle and then like I thought to myself, I was like, this is what he should be thinking in that moment, and they stopped the scene, and
Did like
He
an
was like-
inner monologue.
no, not even that. Like he like stopped what he was doing and then went and did exactly what I thought he should have did, and I was like, this is fucking great. Either I'm a genius or this is fucking like their thinking is the same, like the way it should be. You know, like
Now, this is
I
the
don't know how
last
to
season,
explain
right?
that. Is it, Chris?
Thoughts? Maybe
What?
they're
What
doing.
show are you
Is this
talking
the
about?
last season of The Bear?
No, I think it has one more season
more?
after
Okay.
the current one. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that they announced.
They're
an
renewed
ending.
through
I didn't know if
season
it was this
5.
one or the next one. Okay.
So
Jose,
it
you
kind
said
of
you need
depends.
another show. Do you watch Wrexham?
Love Wrexham.
No. I've
Love
never
it.
You should
seen
watch Wrexham because
Love
what I love the most about is the backstories. And
Yep.
what you said about liking season 3 of the backstories, they do a lot of backstories with the fans in that area. And they do a really good job of educating dumb Americans on how how soccer is, but also how the economy in Europe is and little things like that. It was a show that I presented
Wales
to Emily
in
going,
general.
I don't know if you're gonna like this or not. Let's see what happens. And she was like, that was like, if all sports could be like done this way, I'd be down for it. So
It's great. Yeah.
I think it's one of those
I
back-
think I could
season?
probably get Michael into it.
A
Have you been watching
documentary
the new
like that
season?
is why I fell in love with Liverpool as well. The same things, like something like that broke it down for dumb Americans, but also like here's like a inside story for this guy, you know, like.
Yep.
And
That's
I was like,
awesome.
okay, I'm sold on Liverpool. Like there's small town like Lambeau or like Green Bay, you know, kind of that
The-
kind of shit, you know. So
The only thing with Wrexham is it can be a little heartbreaking just because as they move up the ladder, like a lot of players get left behind. So that part is a little heartbreaking, but understandable. And like I think the players understand it, and I do think Rob and Ryan Reynolds do a good job of just throwing like a massive fucking part, and they celebrate the players while they're with the team. So,
But in that same note though, Chase, I think that's the reason why I do like it. It sucks. I hate that it's sad, but it educates me because I'm not a big soccer fan. It educates me on like the different tiers and how important you are to have those
for
players.
sure.
So
For sure.
indirectly, I'm like learning. Okay, because that's what I was thinking after the
It's
first
really well
season. I was
done.
like, are these guys going to get dropped because they're not good? Like they're
They
good
dropped
now, but are they
almost
going to be in the next
everybody,
tier?
yeah.
Like their team is basically new from the first season, which
Yeah,
is fucking
it's
crazy.
crazy.
But you don't know that. You don't realize that until now.
Yeah,
Like when you're
no.
watching, you just go, oh yeah.
and again,
if you're gonna compete at those upper levels, you got to have upper
you
level
have to
tier
You have
talent.
to. Also, Kevin, off topic, real quick. Did you see who they signed? Danny Ward, ex-Liverpool player, is going to Wrexham.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Welcome to 7 Minutes in Heaven, folks.
Liverpool.
Did it pretty quick. I watched 2 shows. I'll talk about
Come on.
real quick.
Yep.
I watched Sirens with Julianne Moore, who we just talked about.
Courtney watched
Millie-
that in one fucking day.
Millie
watched the whole thing.
Alcock from House of Dragon, Kevin Bacon, Glenn Howerton from It's Always Sunny. Really
Come on,
liked it.
Dennis.
Really liked it until the end. I didn't think the end was the best. I'm hoping they do a second season and can kind of like change. Like if that's the case and they like pick up where the story left off and there's a second season, I think I would rate it higher. The story until the last like 30 minutes I really enjoyed, but if that's the ending, then I'd give it like 5.5 bones.
Audience score was 59%.
Yeah.
You know, but
If-
Rotten
if
Tomatoes
they-
was
if it-
76.
Yeah, if it comes back for a second season and there's a different ending, then I would change my score, because up until that last 30 minutes, I probably would have given it like a 7. But then with the ending, it bumps it all the way down to like a 5.4 for me.
Well, damn.
Heard that.
Well,
Heard that. Heard that.
Well, heard that.
Well,
And then I
damn
watched
it.
4 seasons with Steve Carell and Will Forte and Tina Fey and really good cast. That one is not what I expected when I watched the trailer. Very, very different. Good, but like,
Did you finish it?
yeah, I did. Yeah, have you finished it?
No, but someone ruined it for me, so I know that.
Yeah, it's
Motherfucker.
I was
That-
not I was
that's
not
such a
expecting the
bullshit.
ending.
Kevin.
I was not expecting the ending at all.
You say Kevin?
Apparently,
Well,
it's gonna
people
have,
sucking, Kevin.
apparently it's
I
gonna
will
have a
say-
second season.
Yeah.
Speaking of spoiling shit, I'm fucking playing. I've obviously had probably the greatest night of streaming that I've ever had on Twitch. You know, I had like 50 something people in my stream at one point, and I was finishing up the game of The Last of Us 2. There was a fucking guy in my chat who I had to ban out of the chat because he was literally like, oh, don't worry, around this corner there's gonna be something, blah blah blah, and I'm like,
Brother.
Why are you telling me this?
and like
Yeah.
the whole chat's like, shut the fuck up, dude, like, you know. And I was like,
Yeah, that's
don't
my
worry.
bad, dude. I won't do that again. I promise.
No, I know it wasn't you because you know you weren't. None of my friends were present that night. You know,
No, I created a different account.
He wasn't
Tell
twitching with you.
everybody what time you went to bed that night, you little shithead. Make us
this
feel
was
bad
not.
about it.
I was just,
Yeah.
and also I'm not a little shit.
fucker.
I'm a nice guy. Who is providing.
us sound bad.
Who is
How-
providing?
No, you made it sound
content
terrible.
And fucking people excitement. People were like, "I'm so glad that you finished this
You
tonight."
changed my life tonight.
No, nobody said
What time
that,
did you go
Jose.
to
Don't be a
bed?
dickhead. Don't be a.
What time
no,
did you
wait.
go to bed?
Oh no! Pause. Hold on. Don't be an asshole. Okay, I was being nice. All right.
You don't say that.
That sounds like
nice.
you just upset Dad. That was disappointment vibe right there. I feel
What time?
Yeah, that wasn't mad. That was
Just
disappointing.
answer Jason's question so we can move on.
I went to bed at 4. I haven't gone to bed at 4 in a long time.
What
But
time
do
did
I
you wake
regret
up?
it?
6?
Which time? I woke up at like 8, and then I went back to
crazy,
bed.
Kevin. I don't understand how you survive. That's
Hey.
what I'm.
That
I
is
didn't
wild.
survive. I went back to
Mel.
bed. It's crazy. So there you go.
Survived very
He
briefly.
really
how that
did
worked.
not survive.
It was my day off the next guy. Was it responsible? No, but was it? I was in a moment.
It was his Friday.
Where I had a lot of people in the stream. I felt like it was a good vibe right there, and I was kind of rolling in the game. And
Did you
then
tell your wife that? It was like, the vibe was just so good, babe. Like, I just couldn't come to bed.
no, I didn't tell my wife that. I told my wife that I had like 40, 50 people in there, and she was like, "Wow, that's awesome, babe." She was very nice instead of a fucking prick.
How many energy drinks? Did you take anyone after midnight?
I didn't take any more energy drinks than I usually do. I'm not that.
That's impressive.
Not addicted
That
like
is
you are,
impressive,
Jason.
dude.
No, Jason's not addicted either. Stop being a prick, bro.
I literally was asking because I was like, because normally he'll do these episodes right after the podcast,
Yeah.
and then he'll stay on, but like 1 or 2 if it's a good night. And all I remember was because I woke up, I went to work that night, and when I went to bed it was 2, and I saw he was streaming, and then when I woke up at 6:30, I saw a text from him at 4:00, and I literally texted in the group. I was like, "What fucking time did you go to bed, bro?" He goes,
Yeah.
4:30.
Like
I was like, "God
4-ish."
damn!"
He's like, "I
He goes,
had
"I'm
to
going
finish
back
the
to bed."
It was
game.
a crazy night,
Yeah.
and
That was
I don't
wild.
regret it for nothing.
Nice.
And
So you had,
we gained 20 followers.
Did you get like
Yeah,
50,000 engagements or something like
That's
that?
awesome.
Yeah.
Dude. That's badass.
We got an
You're a
additional
great
20.
Applause.
You're a great follow.
We got an additional
I'm glad that
20
people are
followers
getting
on
it.
TikTok because of it, so that's pretty awesome.
So what's
and-
the next game?
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking about. I was thinking of. I'm trying to figure
Is
out a
Grand
way.
Theft Auto out?
Because Call of Duty doesn't do shit, right?
No, it doesn't do shit because everybody.
So
plays
it's got to
Call
be
of
like a story mode game, basically. is what
Or
it sounds
just
like.
something like
Have you played
something-
Red Dead?
Duty. No,
I
I
would-
thought about that. I thought that was definitely. It
beautiful
was
game.
between
I think
1
I
and
would
2.
enjoy watching Red Dead.
What about the redhead chick? Event Horizon or something Horizon? That's
That's a movie.
Yeah.
Event
I don't.
Horizon.
I
It's a
don't-
good
I
movie.
think that's-
Good movie.
It is.
though.
It's an awesome movie. Yeah.
I know which game you're talking about. I thought about doing God of War's. Well, I've never played God of War.
Have you've never played? Bro,
Not
God
one.
of War. God of War's awesome, but it's got a lot of puzzles and stuff, so there could be a decent amount of dead time in there. Like
that's-
while
I'm
you like
telling
try
you, I
to.
think
If
that
you've
was
never
Last
played
of
a
Us.
God of War, like
That
there's
was
a lot
Last
of
of
time.
Us too. I mean, there was a lot.
Was it? Okay.
I think Red
See,
Dead
I've never
would
played
be
Last of Us.
solid.
So
I think that would be really entertaining for.
The only thing I'm worried about with Red Dead is just more open world than closed world for me. I need
why?
Yeah.
like
You need
the
more
storyline
structure.
is what kept the structure, the storyline, the more point to point kind of thing
Maybe
is
that's
what
what I have
kept.
to play.
Well, I mean, Red
Kept
Dead. I
engagement.
played Red Dead. It's like that. I mean, it's just in a
Yeah, but
huge
if it-
world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I get what Kevin's saying. So, for example, there's 2 games, right? So, Last of Us, you really don't have an open world to go. You have a little bit of areas, but this one, you can do a bunch of excursions on the side and all that. That's why
Exactly.
I lose interest. When you give me, like, Harry Potter,
So much you could do.
so much you can
Overwhelmed.
do. It just
Don't wanna
it
play
doesn't
anymore.
overwhelm. It's just like I need that. Like I
You need
need
the
some kind of a
structure.
confinement, and I never thought about that. And now I'm thinking like maybe that's what I miss because the open world shit fucked me. Like there's a game that I know, the Batman game. That's
Arkham.
The Batman
Arkham,
games.
I
yeah.
hated that game, and I know that game is amazing.
Oh, it's a
Spider-Man
great
the same way.
fucking
I hate
game,
that
bro.
game, and I know it's
You
amazing.
do
But didn't
so
you like
much.
Harry Potter? You played a decent amount of Harry Potter.
I
didn't you?
never
You played
finished it,
all of it until the end. Right?
80. I think I got 80% done, and I quit.
Jesus, that's
Damn, you're
hours
almost
upon
done.
hours, Jason.
I have
Yeah.
a commitment issue.
Also, for the record, I would give 4 seasons 7-4. Oh, it's,
Heard that. 7-4. Lock it in.
yeah.
Dig it. All right. Before
Boom.
I forget, slim down for what?
Cup to cup, it's Tenderbeard. Quick one this week. The Selena Gomez Oreos taste like horchata. I would put both her and those cookies in my mouth.
Horchata.
Her cookies,
Horchata.
those cookies. You know what I mean.
Oh.
4.3 out of 5. Slims.
Oh, that's a high rank in there.
Selena Gomez.
Because it was
Selena Gomez
In my
Oreos.
mouth.
Yeah, it's Jessica Selena.
in my mouth.
Horchata.
Horchata.
I don't even know what
It's a
What
drink.
is
It is a
It's a
Mexican.
what is it called?
Horchata.
Horchata. Starts with an H.
Horchata.
H-O-R.
Horse
Didn't you
chata.
recommend it?
Horchata.
Horchata. Got it. Horchata.
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 God, fucking kill me.
Horse.
Horchata.
There she is.
Selena Gomez or
Where's,
horchata?
Is my
Yes.
somebody cut my fucking. I'm not able to share my screen anymore. I don't know. Jason fucking.
I didn't do shit, no.
You cut my
hell
shit.
no.
Were you gonna share Selena Gomez? or
It
horchata?
literally says share screen, boom, press it.
It has to
share.
be approved.
Nothing
This is what
fucking
my life
happens.
is like all the time.
There it is.
It's got
at
your
the stage.
approval. Yep.
He's like, there it is. I approved it for you.
It's good now.
Thanks for zooming in there. Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
tiniest screen ever.
Zoom into this.
Are you supposed to be on your iPad? You know what, young lady? Do you want to go to timeout? 1, 2, 3. It's time for dad tip.
Dad tip this week. Welcome in. The only dad tip I really have is like, nothing's perfect as far as like you may think that, you think about like iPads and structures and how you can keep your kids off technology and shit. Sometimes shit doesn't work out. It pisses me the fuck off when it doesn't, but tomorrow's another day. So like today, I'm sitting here, like I told you guys before the show, I'm staring at my kids. I only get 3 days off a week. I know that sounds like a lot, but I only get a certain amount of time with my kids. So I want to spend a certain amount of time with my kids, and like they're just sitting there on their iPads. I'm staring at them. I'm like, guys, girls, come on, like what are we doing? They're like, what? And I'm like, this is the only time I get to spend with you. And they're like, I know, but like I really want to play this. I'm just like, all right, just fuck,
Fuck it.
So sometimes like I could force them off and like just, hey, you have to spend time with me. You have to get the fuck off. But like, there's times where you're gonna lose a battle, and it is what it is. That's what I don't think that you need to fucking try to win every single day. Okay, now can you try? Hell yeah, fucking try. At least try. But I mean, if they've done everything that they were supposed to do, like for my kids, like we talked about a couple weeks ago, they're supposed to do a little bit of homework, a little bit of math, a little bit of sports, a little bit of this, a little bit of reading, in order to even touch those iPads for the summertime. So if they're doing all that, then if they don't want to spend time with me, like when they're supposed to have that time, then it is what it is. I'm not gonna fight it.
What does that look like? When
It
you
looks
say
like
like sports,
like
math,
this.
what is that? What do you mean by that? No, not
An
that.
iPad
when you
in
say
front
they
of-
have to do this, this, and this, what do you mean by that?
Well, my wife works at a school, so she's got like pamphlets and booklets
Lesson
and
plans.
fucking shit they gotta do. So
Summer
and then
reading.
just reading, So you need to be sitting down in a quiet spot, just reading, not just. And then
How do you prove that they're reading?
Well, I mean, I ask them from time to time, like, hey, what's the book about, and also finding books that they're interested in, not just like, just fucking giving them goddamn
Watch
Art
it.
of War or some shit. Watch it.
They're
What was I
not
gonna
reading
say?
Art of War yet?
What would I have said that would have been racist there?
You know.
I have no idea is there racist books out
Watch
there?
it. Watch
Hey,
it.
this is Jose.
Maybe you need to
Calm
watch it.
down.
I got less. I
He's
got
got
like
an hour
58
left.
minutes
Give him
left.
his time.
Well, you have 58 minutes?
Watch
Is
it.
there gay books out there that I don't know about?
There it is.
There it is. So we're waiting.
There it is.
And we got
And
there.
we reached it.
I don't know of any gay books, but I'd read them. Fuck it, why not? So Jose hasn't sent my kids any gay books, and I'm kind of pissed off about it. So, but anyways, they do need to do reading and then do some little bit of exercise, get outdoors, get a little sweat going,
A little kicking.
Jose, how do you feel about being nominated the gay influencer?
The gay influencer?
Nope.
Gay influencer? This kid
I'm
can't
upset
even, this
that
kid
Jose
can't even
has
share a fucking post
Kevin's
on
the one that you asked that
podcast. He
question
can't
to,
fucking-
so let's go ahead and let him answer it. Go ahead, Kevin.
You're
What do you have
fucking
to say?
gay
What do you have to say?
influencer.
What do you have to say?
Gay influencer?
Say it again one more time.
Please, fucking do anything on the internet in order to become an influencer. Just be an individual before you become an influencer.
Jesus.
You're not any better, Chase. You're fucking
I'm
worse.
awful. I'm aware of that.
Anyway, sorry.
You're not sorry. Don't
Chris and
apologize.
Jason, thank you for sharing the post that I work so hard on a weekly basis.
I hop
The one you
on
did today
your
was
stream
fucking sick,
every
man.
That was a
time.
good one.
Which one? Which one? Because Chase and
I like the
Jose
ding,
have
ding,
no
ding,
idea
ding,
what
ding.
I'm talking about. Yeah.
The one when you put up all the
5'9" one.
and you heard the ding,
Yeah.
ding, 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 ding. That was,
I commented
that was
on
the
it
shit.
twice.
Yes.
Let's
everyone
share our
fucking
screen and
saw
go to
your
Jose's
stupid video.
Instagram and see how many times he shared it real quick. Hold on. Let's
What's
see.
Instagram?
That's actually valid.
Let's see. What did he share? Pride Month ends today. Pack it up. And that's it. That's it, folks. There you go. That's it. So, Let's
Cool.
go to
So
Chase's.
what are you talking about,
That's
Jason?
Jose's Instagram when
Let's go
Kevin
to Chase's
something.
and-
Yep.
No, Jay? Okay, cool.
Anyway,
Were you looking at my Instagram?
Can somebody just fucking play
What
the
did I
fucking
post?
music, please?
What did I
Thank you.
post?
Chase hasn't posted anything.
And like 5
It's
23
been
weeks.
months and years. since he's posted.
What was Chase's 23
Yeah, what
weeks
is the last
ago?
post?
What was that?
It was
my
a picture of him
IMDb?
and Jose. Happy birthday to the man whose birthday I'll never forget. Love you, brother.
Wow. you
Yeah,
gotta-
buddy.
Dang.
Must be nice. Not us, huh?
Right?
Not us, buddy. Not us.
His poor,
You're not born on the same day.
both
as
of his
Likeness.
kids have had birthdays after that. No big deal.
Nah.
But
It's like, nah.
Jose took the cake. Congrats.
Damn right.
Love cake.
Anyways, sorry. I'm taking
It's
a
his
lot of
month.
anger
Kevin.
out.
It's his month.
What is up, my people? It is time once again for another edition of This Is Where We Fucked Up, the weekly fact-checking segment on the podcast where I call out the mistakes of the previous week. If it wasn't because the motherfuckers segments actually earn me points, I would totally just walk away during Chase's segments every week like he does with mine. But because he runs the big board, he's got me by the balls there. This week, can we pause for a second just to look at Chase's chair?
Everyone look.
This week, we're starting the episode by
Oh my god!
Bro, take a good look.
It is imprinted. His body is imprinted
The
in
power
the chair.
stance, bro, is imprinted in the chair.
A deer was murdered on that thing.
Woo!
Yeah.
Something went down.
Probably one he murdered with his car. We're going to talk about episode 303 in this one. And by a full-blown miracle, that episode, we just so happen to have the entire crew there. All 5 at one time. True dream come true. We hosted an intervention for Jason's addictions. We rehashed an old argument about height. Even brought a new round to it. Is Kevin taller than Jason? No, he isn't. But is 5'9" short? That's for you to decide. And you can check out Kevin's really fucking cool, innovative new video that he posted today about
Don't be
it.
a dick. You're still a dick, actually. That's crazy.
We got to talk about, we're going to talk a little bit about that and a few music fuck ups. So what do you say we don't waste any more time and just dive
Right in.
Woo! So sad because this is where we fucked up in episode 303. So there's a full-bodied indentation of Chase in that chair. For a second, you're not even sure if Chase got up because the chair has like a perfect silhouette of him when he gets out of it in the middle of my segment.
It's kind of wild.
It's kind of crazy. We stopped and stared at it. We put it in the confessional, Chase. I know you're back now.
In the confession.
We did. We confessed.
But I'm glad that you.
But you've started.
Yourself.
You've started the. Surely you've started. This is where we fucked up.
Sure.
Nope. Jason, play the music. Ooh. What? Oh no. We kick off with this week with according to Kevin. You know what? Just fucking. Can we move on? What's we got? Blind rankings.
I'm sorry.
Can
No,
we just, what did we steal this
52
week? Chris?
minutes.
Can we-
You have 52
Hey,
minutes.
don't take it out on me, bro. You got time. Finish it up.
We kick off with according to Kevin, America's favorite state.
A
sure,
what?
Sure.
The fuck did you say? Nobody knows what you just said.
That's exactly what everyone was asking themselves when you said
America's favorite state.
That's how you sounded last week when you said it.
I don't even know what you just said though.
Last week we got into who is taller, me or Kevin, and I suggested that Kevin share what height is listed on his suspended driver's license, which Chase
Also not suspended.
to bring up. Would it be shocking if it was? No. Was there a time on this podcast where we said it was suspended and it actually was? Yes. So it's more likely than not.
Jamie,
can be
pull
suspended.
it up.
Stacy, you pull that up. Chase brought up a really good point. Do they measure you when you go to the DMV to get a driver's license in the state of Florida? And of course, Kevin was super sure that in this state we measure.
Now we figured out what he said.
In America state, we measure. That's what we do.
How can you be from fucking the South?
That's what we do. We measure. Kyle Tucker, we measure.
Kyle Tucker's not from
Cal Tucker.
Exactly what
But
you
of
would
course.
think a Spanish person making fun of a white person would sound like.
terrible.
Of course, he was wrong. In Florida, the DMV staff does not physically measure you when you go get your driver's license. They don't use a tool or a scale for
Right.
your weight. During the application process, you are asked to self-report your height and weight, and that's what gets printed on your driver's license.
Wait, did I do that or did I go and get mine?
That's the same thing.
Reinstated.
That doesn't matter. The whole
Oh, it doesn't
point
matter?
was
You were there?
that in the state of
You were there?
we measure.
Never said that.
In Florida, we measure.
This is also not a word that I said.
Measure.
These are not
Why
words.
do you sound like you're coming as you're saying we measure? We measure.
Maybe he is. I don't know. Wait until the moment of cringe. Kevin came a lot last week. But Chase, in the end of the day, I love the moan after I said that, Chase. Very nice.
Always.
You were right. It is not accurate. It's not an accurate way to settle this argument. The only way to do it is for someone to physically measure us and also measure how tall we are. And then we will settle this once and for all.
He was talking about dicks at first.
Got it.
Okay.
I've been
heard that.
pausing for the soundboard, but Kevin apparently is just like, this is the longest day of my life.
Hate me too. I don't know. I don't know why I did to you, bro. I supported you all 30 days. I don't know what the fuck.
I still got like 40 minutes into this 30th day. So next week.
39.
Thank you. Next up, don't forget about Canada Day. Next up, we have
What the fuck does that have to do with anything? You're
last
not
week's
Canadian
opening
or-
item around what song we would want playing if we got into a bar fight. There was a few corrections here, so I'm going to start with me. I said Roman's Revenge by Nicki Minaj. Kevin asked who Roman was. No, not Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns.
You got him.
I did it. I had no clue who it was, but the staff of researchers here at This Is Where We Fucked Up have all the answers, and so of course they were able to provide that Roman in Roman's Revenge is Roman Zelensky, an alter ego of Nicki Minaj that apparently she created for herself, among many others. She said it was a thing that she started doing when she was a kid to distract herself from her parents fighting, and she created all these alter egos that she uses in her music now, like Cookie or Harajuku or Nicki Minaj, which is not her
Wait,
real
what was
name.
that? What was that last one?
Yeah,
No,
go
that
back,
was
go
last
back.
one.
Harajuku.
That's not what you.
Harajuku.
Which one is it? Lock it
Cookie,
down.
Arajusku,
Not Hara.
Chun-Li,
You're not down with the...
Nikki
There's no
Teresa,
huh.
and Rosa. You roll the R hard. Also, in this version of the song, it features Eminem. Eminem's part is rapped
Why did you say
through the
it like
perspective
that?
of his alter ego, Slim Shady. So a bunch of fake personalities are featured in it, just like the personality of mine that would ever get into a fucking bar fight. But that's the song we would
Eminem.
play. Jason, you said that your song would be Nuck If You Buck, but then...
Please, no. Please, don't do this shit again, please.
I wanted him to play with the soundboard, but why is that?
You did ask for it.
Thank you.
Fucked up.
Jason, you said that quote the Lil Jon's version with the big build-up. We weren't sure exactly what version that was, but then you said "Throw It Up," and so I just assumed that it was a song that sampled "Nuck If You Buck" by Crime Mob, like many have. But after listening to "Throw It Up" by Lil Jon in the East Side Boys, it doesn't sample "Nuck If You Buck." It doesn't sample any song that I'm familiar with. So you might want to double check exactly if that's the song that you meant. Because
I didn't mean as in like they sampled it. That's why I like it. I was just saying that's another Little John one that I liked a lot.
Okay, I heard "Nuck If You Buck," the Lil Jon remix with the long intro. Maybe I misheard.
Oh no!
I fucked up quite a bit.
Too, and then my
DJ
mind
Black
went off
and
fucking...
Pastor Troy song, "Throw It Up,"
Yeah. Wait, say that
featuring
again?
Little John.
Yeah. So what I meant by that was my brain was all over the place, and I was saying that's the best version that I thought I liked of it. But then I went right back to "Throw It Up" and say, never mind, it's "Throw It Up" that I'm thinking of because I'm stupid.
Oh, so thank you for including the East Side Boys. They don't get enough credit.
Yeah,
They don't get
good looks out. Good looking out, man.
I wanted to make sure that we shouted them out tonight. You know,
Shout out.
they've
for
been
them.
going through it. In this conversation, I did say that there were quote a few recent artists that had sampled that beat from "Nuck If You Buck," and I mentioned Glorilla had recently sampled it, but I was super wrong there. I was thinking about Glorilla's song "What You Know About Me," which samples "Wipe Me Down" by Boosie.
Obviously,
Wipe
everyone
Me
knew
Down.
that.
And then the last one here before the moment of cringe comes from Jason saying that the girl in "Nuck If You Buck" goes hard in her verse, but we didn't know her name. Kevin questioned whether how hard she could possibly go because girls can't rap.
That's
The girl. The quote is out there. Jamie, roll it. Jamie, roll
Give
it.
him his 45
I
minutes.
said
Kevin.
girls can't rap.
Yes, you did.
I said
did.
girls can't rap.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Yes, you did. Yes,
I
you
said
did.
some girls.
No.
Can't.
No. You
All right,
said
please.
girls can't rap.
Pull it up. Let's hear it.
Pull it up,
We're
Jim.
pulling it up.
Stacey.
We're gonna pull it up.
Cringe?
We're gonna pull it up. It's not in the moment of cringe, but
You're finding
I will
it right
tell
now is
you
what you're saying.
right now,
Oh,
if you
okay.
give me
I'm
just
cool
2
with that.
seconds.
Live? No, dude, you take your time, bro. I'm excited to
No,
hear this.
because
No, I'm not giving you shit. I'm just saying, dude.
No.
Bro.
Girls can't rap.
Oh, shit.
thank you very much. I'll go ahead and just.
He's like, yeah, let me just shut that off real quick before he says anything else
you
that
did say
qualifies that.
You
He
did,
did say it. He did
Yeah.
say it.
All right.
There you go. There you go. Girls can't rap. Boom. Done. Anyway, so there you go. Anyway, the girl's name is Diamond.
Diamond?
And
Piss off,
Yes.
Diamond. You're trash.
so
Absolute
he's
trash.
gonna be like, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
No, I'm saying
She was launched into stardom and really launched her career being featured on Nuck If You Buck, and then she was on a bunch of other songs like My Chick Bad with Ludacris and Bedrock, and she is still a pretty damn good rapper. Better than anything Kevin could ever rap. So there you have it. That's it for this week.
Congratulations.
So
That's
finally,
a pretty low
here
bar.
is last week's. Oh, don't ignore it.
choice.
Get the $500, girl. Don't ignore those text messages.
Yes.
You can do whatever you want with those $500 after that.
Yes.
That's
So
not
just-
affordable.
A year? That's not bad.
No, I'm immediately
He's
out.
not having it. He's not
How
having it.
am
He's
I
out of there.
supposed
That's
to
not crazy at
join
all.
Jason with all of
That's-
his addictions and do that at the same time?
Grab him.
Speaking of addictions,
Shut up.
yeah, gotta come.
R.I.P. Gotta come. They have it.
So funny. I will rip open your mouth and spit inside of it. Okay.
How would you take Climax?
Makes me sad.
Who's coming? Huh?
Oh yeah.
Where?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. I'm coming.
I just want to come.
Above ground pool.
Now that I'm looking at him, Jose is definitely 2 inches.
As always, thank you, Mayor Adamson, for the supplemental producing.
Thank you,
If
Andy.
I missed anything, you know what to do. Just slip into my DMs at hiphipjose14 on Instagram. Thank you to everyone that bought Pride shirts. Go buy more Pride shirts. Until next week, peace.
My favorite part of that moment of cringe was definitely Kevin saying, "Who's gonna come?" and Chris cut to Chris right here.
Right here.
Right here.
This guy.
That one got me.
Jose, can you love me again after Pride Month? Is it possible? Like, I
always
want you to
like
love
I
me.
don't know.
We used to be
What's your
friends.
say?
Now you
love you,
fucking
Bubba.
hate me.
I love you,
I don't know
Bubba.
what's going on this month, but I mean, look, maybe after this month, where you think that I fucking can't stand anybody that's gay.
Well, it's not the
for
month.
some-
He's got 41 minutes.
You've got like
And then Canada Day, apparently.
and then we're
There you
still
go.
that's a little extension. We worked that out with the
They
Canadians.
filed an extension for Canada Day. So
guys, we have one of the best bring together moment segments of all time coming up.
Hold
right
up,
now. This
hold up.
segment brings us together.
would
as
you
a team,
rather?
As a family.
Is it would you rather?
I'm not blind 23 hours a day or 22 hours a day. I'm blind the whole goddamn time. I'm blind.
Kevin bobbed his head for half a second, so I know he's kind of
Just
like, all right, I get behind that. Chris, where'd this come from?
this one. This is all me. This has nothing to do from the podcast. This is all from
Did you
Chris's
quit your
brain.
job,
We all
Chris?
believe you.
I did
Come on,
not.
Chris.
Nope. I didn't quit my job. I'm still very much employed. I have my job.
as well.
But this one is we rank them 1 through 5 for blind rankings. Everybody at this point knows what's 1, what's
3's
5.
the best. Yep.
Sure, kind of know. This one we did it. I think we did 13 way back in the day. Was the best places to have a beer. This one is like kind of a blend. This is the best types of beers, or I guess you could say places too. So we're gonna
That's
mesh
very
these
confusing.
two. No, it's
What
not.
am I, Chris? What
This
are we
is
doing?
going to be the best. I won't even say places. The list I had is the best types of beers. So it's like you have them, but they're in a place too. So just when you hear the first one, it will make sense.
Okay. Heard.
So it's not like a specific location. It's just the type of beer you're having. And
Yep.
then first one is the casino beer. You're having a beer at the casino. Where do you rank that 1 through 5? The beer at the casino.
5.
Yeah, I'm between 4 and 5. I'm trying to
hate
think what could be
casinos.
worse. Yeah.
Damn. All right. Hate casinos.
4.
So much fucking smoke, man.
I'm gonna-
If you weren't smoking, I would love casinos, but I cannot.
I'll
fucking
go
stand them because of the smoke.
4 just to give myself some leeway.
There's no wrong answer. Just think about it that way. There's no wrong
There is
answer.
no wrong answer, Chase.
What was
There's
the next
no
one?
wrong answer.
Terrible. No, the next one is, and again, this is the first beer. So think of the first beer of the night. Where do you rank the first beer of the night if you're going?
Oh,
out?
it's the first. You never said that before, for the record.
No. What are you talking about?
Does that
You said
change your
first
answer?
beer of the night?
No, this second one is the first beer. So like,
Oh,
it's
the second.
first-
Okay, sorry.
Yes, sorry. The second option is the
Okay.
first beer of the night when you're going out. The first beer. Where do you rank
wherever
the
you
first
stole
beer?
this
That's a
from.
pretty good one. I'll go 3.
I didn't steal. Fuck you. I didn't steal from shit.
5. Jose's out for blood tonight. He
He is fucking ready to fuck anybody up tonight.
bro,
So
Yeah, I go
we
5.
still love you, okay? We still
no, he said,
absolutely
"Fuck
love you."
you." Where the fuck did you steal this shit, bro?
Love you guys.
Jose, where'd you get it from?
First beer of the night, 3.
Fuck you. Doesn't matter. First beer. Moving on.
Okay.
Next one, the tailgate beer. Not at the game, but just the tailgating beer. Where do you rank the tailgate beer?
2.
2.
2. Yeah.
2.
Fucking copycats.
Copycats.
Fucking copycats. Next one is the, and it might have been a minute since you had one, the shower beer. Where do you rank the
5.
shower beer?
5.
Has anyone had a shower? Is that a thing?
5.
Like,
Hard
do people
5.
really have shower beers?
By far the
Like-
worst one.
Fair.
Yeah, I've
What
had
did I
one
say?
before.
Did I say 5 already?
Yes.
You did.
3. I've had
4.
2 shower beers in my life,
think-
and I regretted it.
This is
stuck
terrible.
I would
with
decision.
still rather have a beer in my shower than at the casino. So
I'm stuck at 3
not-
on
Yeah?
that one.
It's not as smoky anymore, I swear.
I don't know. The ones in
Swear.
Nevada are. fucking-
I promise it's not
I
as smoky.
swear.
And the last one would be just that last beer. One more beer.
All right.
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Tailgating would be first for me, but
I mean, I
other
would
than that, I
think.
like my list.
Yeah, I mean, I'm stuck with 1, so, you know. Who's excited about that?
The reactions are all just like, Jesus
Christ.
Christ. Just
No, I like
it-
my list.
I hate it. I hate it, bro, because, like, we think about, for one person specifically, Chase.
Chugging a beer and hopping off.
Chugging
yeah.
a beer and go to bed.
It's
I
great.
fucking
Yeah.
hate that. I'm the opposite. I'm like, let me chug some water and go to bed. So that's for anybody's like, give me one more. I'm like, no, I think we're good. You know?
he hears one more. He's like, think, Chase, I'm going to shotgun this beer and I'm fucking out of here.
No, you don't shotgun the last
Chug,
beer. You
whatever.
chug
Jay,
the
wake up,
my fault,
Jason.
dude.
Wake up.
I know it's
I'm
late.
trying
Come
to
on.
figure out, like, if there's a moment in my life that I just said, let me chug this beer. It bothers me every time that we talk about it. We talk about
I
it all the
love
time.
that it bothers you.
Let me chug
It
a beer and
doesn't
go to
make
bed.
sense.
I mean, I
Like,
can't chug regardless, but not right before I go to bed.
Because it
I
doesn't
don't
make
understand
sense,
why
but it
you would
also
do it. No, it doesn't.
doesn't not make sense. Like,
Thank you.
How
I
does it
agree
make
with you that
any
it doesn't
sense?
make sense, but then I'm also like, but also what the? I guess it could make sense.
The
Like,
only
Why?
reason
Give
that
me-
I'm
give
gonna
me a
drink,
pro.
the only reason I'm gonna drink more alcohol is to like fucking have a better time, like to fucking go a little bit more crazy, like have more good
more
times
buzz,
with the
yeah.
friends and the boys.
Going to bed. I'm going to chug this.
he likes
If you're
that, I
like,
guess.
I'm chugging this last beer to get more intoxicated just to lay down in the bed and try to sleep, that's
like I'm
the
gonna have a
worst
little
case
snack before I go to bed. I could have a.
Yeah, my
PB&J.
That's
dreams
not
are
what it's
to
like.
eat
Like,
more
no,
It's not.
Well, you haven't tried it, so you don't know.
I definitely chugged the beer and went to bed for sure.
You've chugged a
not
beer
a-
and went
Never
right-
chugged a beer.
I've
call
never
it
seen you chug a beer in your life.
Passing out.
That's not true at all either, by the way. I got videos of that.
I've never seen you chug a beer.
It's also like disheartening.
Pull it up on our Instagram
Is it
right
next to
now.
that
What do
video
we
of
do?
you drinking? Is it next you? Is it next to that video
Come
of
on.
you drinking that whole ice that you claim you drank?
This is
Also does not
stupid.
exist.
On the same vein of so when you have that first beer with a friend, right? As someone sent me this video and it's 100% accurate. When you have that first beer with a friend, you get to the second one. If you have that second one, that's inviting that friend to stay over. You're like, oh fuck yeah, we're all gonna
sure.
have another beer.
Yeah,
It's
we're
gonna be a
getting
good
after it.
time.
Yep.
That's my best. That's probably my number one beer. Just off top.
The
off topic.
second
That
beer?
would be that second beer because you
The
know
second beer, yeah.
it's gonna continue.
You know that
more
we're
me.
in for the long run here.
We're in-
All
All
right,
right,
that's
good
fair. That's a
a
fair
good
one.
On that note, though, that's the same vibe that when you tell me before I knew who you are, Chase, as a person.
I don't know where this is about to go, but I'm very nervous.
I remember the first
Your
time
morals
you
and your
did
values.
It, it was
Yes.
it was I want to say it was in Tallahassee, and you came to me and you said, "Hey, I'm gonna get another beer. You want another one?" I was like, "Sure." You chugged it and went to bed, and I stayed there with this beer thinking you'd still be hanging with me. So that's why I think it's fucked up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fucked up because an average person, when you say I'm gonna go get another beer, they're not gonna
that's-
expect
oh,
you
we're
to chug
fucking
it and
riding
go
out.
to
Let's
bed.
go.
You're
Yeah.
like, boom, night. You're like, that's weird. You're weird.
I'm out later,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm stuck here all by myself.
I'm lonely with this
To
fucking
be-
half-drink beer.
In my defense, and to be fair, 99% of the time when I'm drinking my last beer, I do not know that it's gonna be my last beer.
I get it. It still sucks though.
Even when you say I'm gonna
hurts.
chug a beer and go to bed,
I've said that probably 5 times, y'all, and 4 of them it was just because of the first time where y'all
It's
were
my last
so
beer.
confused.
I'm outta here.
At this
Okay,
point,
I'll
it's
do
just
one
become a like gag.
This thing now.
I'm gonna take your word for it because I can't
Yeah.
prove you wrong.
No, I mean it is. Yes.
Your gag isn't funny. It's just hurtful. That's all I'm saying.
Jason's very upset about this, actually.
I apologize, Jason. I apologize.
It's too late.
I like my list. Tailgating's number one of the 5 that you said. Tailgating's number one.
I don't like the options Chris gave me, so I'm just gonna say I unvolunteer my results.
Nope. It's already locked in. Sorry about it.
Nope. Sorry. Can't take it.
Writing a letter.
Can't put Pandora back in the box.
Thank you, Dave Franco.
All right. So, yeah. Kevin, I love you, buddy. Why don't you go ahead and wrap it up?
Sure about that?
No, you go, dude. It's your last 30 minutes.
You got 32 minutes, brother.
32
Last
minutes.
30 minutes to live.
Last 30 minutes. You got
After this, I just
And then-
fucking poof expire.
Yeah, remember? We all fucking hate you, so, you figure it out.
Jesus.
It's true.
I don't
Only Kevin does.
Yeah,
always felt
only
it.
Kevin definitely fucking...
So you should go. Speaking of Kevin and how much he loves people, you should go follow him on Twitch. He's doing some pretty cool stuff out there. He's ranking up some followers. He's gonna start a new game soon. Some exciting. Am I not?
that voice like that for? Why the fuck would you tell people like he's ranking out? Like you fucking you're making fun of it. Be kind.
Rewind.
Now do it over. Do it over.
Now try it again.
Be kind to people.
Kindly leave.
Like out of anything on Pride Month, I think kindness is what I would take away from.
You wouldn't know.
You said I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
There you go. Chase said it. He hates you too.
I don't hate you.
Anyway, go follow us on Twitch. On Spotify, you should definitely
Hey, where can you
follow
follow
and
us on
comment
Twitch?
on Spotify. Kevin, do you just want to fucking do it? Can you just go ahead and
No.
close the show out? Go ahead.
want you,
Go for it.
I want you to do it right.
Thank you. Nope, we're done.
It's your
Thanks
last
for
30
everyone that
minutes.
bought Pride T-shirts and spent Henderbeards and Mike's money. Keep buying them so
Make
we
it
can
pour.
make a bigger donation at the end of the
Pores.
year. And with that, Kevin, our supreme leader, is going to walk us out of the podcast.